out there that are really good that me and him really like and can talk about. But then there's other series out there that I think are trash, but everybody else in the community thinks is great. So I can't really do anything much about that. So
What Avon's trying to say is he has weeb standards.
I unfortunately do. I somehow
You have standards.
I do have standards because I don't want to be a degenerate.
Oh, I fucking am a hardcore degenerate and I love trash.
Oh, so there you go. All right. Okay. Well, welcome, Viv. Luckily, today maybe is a good chance it's going to be a shorter session, but I think that always works for everybody. So that way I don't keep you here like past midnight for some of you. You all ready to go?
Yeah,
Ready when you are.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if I have. All right. So where we last left off, the gang just finished a massive fight on the quote-unquote spaceship. The gang had to deal with a little PvP as Roxy and Nayala attacked the party. Luckily, Nayala was able to break free from the mind control as the gang beat Roxy down to end her rampage. After the fight, the gang rested before heading up to the top level of the ship, debating what they should do about the smart weapons and how to best deal with the ceremorphs. Eventually, the gang busted their way to the top level, but found no sign of the ceremorphs. Investigating in the back, Nayala discovered a secret exit out of the ship, realizing that the ceremorphs have escaped as they began their plan to recover the psi crystals and take the goblins' brains. Returning back to Karkolohk, the gang informed Spellix of what had happened, to which he summoned him to a secret meeting at the dead of night. Spellix was concerned that Roxy and Nayala could not be trusted, but was assured by them that they were the best people who could handle the situation. Afterwards, the gang rested, during which Nayala and Roxy once more had the strange dream of the beeping code and guttural sound, only this time taking place deep underground. In the morning, the gang was anxious over the situation, as Roxy became depressed over her own situation while Vars kept watching the crate. Eventually, as Vars noticed the crate was reacting to something, Roxy once more became a conduit for the ceremorphs, as she informed Spellix that they would have to surrender the crate and half of the brains, or die. But Spellix refused the offer, knowing that the gang had the goblins back. After that, the assault began, as the bulette busted through the main gate. Balthazar, Roxy, and Nayala charged at it as the goblins took up their bows and swords to defend their home. As the gang took on the bulette, two carrion crawlers then emerged from the ground. Correth and the goblins took down one, as the other charged the rest of the gang down by the gate. The situation only got worse as Nayala and Sorrin were ambushed by a gibbering mouther, disorienting Sorrin and trapping Nayala in difficult terrain. Even with all these creatures, however, the gang and the goblins managed to hold their own. Balthazar took down the bulette and the other carrion crawler with the help of the goblins as Nayala and Roxy took down the gibbering mouther. However, the fight wasn't over as the ceremorphs arrived, mind blasting and killing the goblins guarding the gate. The gang soon found themselves in a rough situation as the ceremorphs continued to mind blast and stun the gang. Ceremorph Dredavex took control of Roxy as the ceremorph Vorryn levitated up to the upper level and began to head towards the crate. However, the gang ultimately managed to claim victory as Correth took down Vorryn, while Dredavex was killed by Vars after expecting Roxy to defend him, but who had instead happened to break free of his control. Now, the fight over, what will happen next to the gang? How will things go back in the 10 towns after the situation with the goblins wraps up? Find out now on The Sun Never Rises. Alright, so to take us all back to where we just were, where is the map? Here we are. Vars, you had just finished killing Dredavex. Correct me if I'm wrong, but if I remember things correctly, your HP is like at what? 1?
I believe that is the case, yeah.
You look over to Roxy, who is, funny enough, somehow her usual self. You're a bit surprised by that too, Sorrin. You didn't
Roxy
think...
looks great. She has not taken any damage.
Yeah. No weird brain effects too. Balthazar,
Roxy looks stellar.
yeah, your body's no longer stunned as though of course as you're kind of like basking in the glow of like I got through this without taking a single pot shot, you hear a bow going back as you see Manifek behind you, bow sticking out, looking very scared at you.
That's fair. Oh, hey, listen. I'm good.
She kind of pauses. You were just...
I'm gonna like reach out and lower her bow, I think.
Okay. But she's like, I guess I'm surprised a human like you was able to resist.
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah. But of course, seeing Snup suck down, he goes towards him, pulls out, casts a spell, and gives him some good berries. As he also gets back up. Spellix.
How many good berries does she make?
She makes up to 10. The max of the
Oh
spell.
yeah, as she can do.
Okay. Alright. Are they all going to him, or
He is currently
pass them around?
he is currently downed and making death saving throws. So
Fair enough.
Is everyone over here dead, or
so
that's it.
they're being treated right now by the other healers. Okay. The ones with the actual X's are dead. Okay. As Spellix going up to Nayala and where is Correth? Oh, or just jump down.
Yeah, there's a little ladder here. I was gonna come down and do some spare the dyings over here.
Alright, so you're helping out too.
Yes.
But seeing the dead ceremorph up here is like, ugh. He then looks to you, Nayala. Is it over? Wait, sorry, that's not his voice. Is it over there? Is it all done?
It seems like it.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe we killed the squishy boys.
Well, at that point, he pauses and goes, "All right then." Oh, he starts whistling out as goblins come out to help him assist him. All right, get the ones that are still alive into the healers' huts. The rest, gather up. We're gonna have to perform some rites, and someone go check on the archer towers too, up these ways. As for you, as he points to you, Nayala, good job.
Thank you. You too.
You did much better than me. Oh, wait, I'm way far out.
Yeah, you're pretty far out.
Listen, I'm probably just not standing.
Yeah.
Probably walked over around somewhere. I don't know.
Spellix says, look to you, I have some idea about what we can do with these corpses here, and especially the creatures, but I guess for the boys who actually had some intelligence, though, I'll let you guys get your, let you do what you want in terms of investigation before we take the bodies.
Oh yeah, good point.
Alright. So, Spellix and the rest of the goblins begin to kind of, go out, help the ones who are currently downed. This guy's still dead over here. Vars, do you want to do what I think you want to do?
I would like to investigate, yeah.
Alright.
So he already walked away, or also look at you very angrily.
Okay. So, as you search Dredavex's body, he's got those same, those gnomish clothes that you saw him wearing before, like dark robes and all that. Unfortunately, they're too small for you, which you kind of expected at this point. You do find two interesting things on him, though. One is this monocle. Metal monocle, but instead of the regular glass for a lens, it's a sort of lens that you would use for a kaleidoscope.
Oh, okay.
And the other thing you find off him is this strange device, similar to those other strange devices you saw back in the ship in the crates, but much smaller that can fit into your hand.
Okay, I would like to take them both.
Alright.
And I think Correth and I are both here to to investigate other guy. I don't see their names. I forget the other guy.
It's Vorryn. Yeah, Vorryn.
Yeah.
All right. Either both of you can roll investigation, or one of you rolls with advantage.
He can roll with advantage.
All right. 14. Balthazar, a similar thing. You know, their clothes and whatnot don't really fit you, but they look kind of unique. You also find, you know, a similar device, small, fits in your hands to those devices Vars found in the ship. Correth, you recognize this as Mr. Vorryn here shot you with it. Like, he pulled, like, the pin on it, and it blasted you.
Yeah, I'll say, be careful with that. It blasts out this energy that really hurt.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll hold it, like, from the tip of it.
Yeah.
Like, with my fingers.
The other thing you find is a helmet. It's a little bit slimy, but it seems like it's an interesting device, though. You're not really sure what it does.
Alright, I'll take that, and then Correth, do you want the want this thing? The
Yes.
yeah, you can hold on to that.
I'll hold on.
We'll distinguish these things later and work it out.
Yeah.
I give it to him. I'm still handling it very delicately.
All right. So, does anybody want to do
anything? Is there anything I can like skin off of this guy?
The surviving goblins tell you hell no. They're taking the full thing.
Sure thing.
They
Yeah.
need food.
Yeah.
Good point.
You hear them.
Not
Yeah.
nuts.
Yeah. You would hear Manafik and Snubs like arguing about, oh my god, like we're gonna like eat tonight though.
I wonder if it's tasty.
Food is food.
It doesn't look like it would be, but okay.
Yeah. Yes, Vars?
Yeah, so the two things that I got. One, I guess, is, I don't know, kind of like gunny shaped, or, you know, it's the thing that you were talking about them about.
Yeah.
Neither of them look like they would fit in Metal Boy, right?
No. The Metal Boy is like the thing missing from his chest is at least, you know, like the size of your chest, though.
Alright.
Yeah. And Roxy, Nayala, I want the two of you to make intelligence checks right now.
You dare.
I do dare.
Dare you. You know my intelligence isn't good.
Mine's not either.
Really glad I moved.
Alright.
I need to judge by...
You did it.
Nayala, you're thinking up there, why would that, like, ceremorph float, all, like, separate from his other friend, float all the way up here for the crate? But then you piece it together, how exactly this crate's supposed to open to begin with. Maybe it doesn't require a key, but a touch. Like, you know, you touch something and then it opens. And maybe it wouldn't have worked for someone like you. Maybe it would work for someone like him. So, do with that as you will.
Do I also have this thought in my
No.
mind? Oh,
Oh.
fuck me then.
Yeah, I'll just relay that to the group.
Alright, now you...
So what you're saying is we should drag the body up to the crate and give her a touch.
That's not a bad idea.
Worth a shot.
Maybe we could use that. Okay, actually, never mind. I don't know if Balthazar said anything about the thing he got.
I can. Yeah, I'll say. I'm still holding the helmet, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll work.
I don't know.
Alright.
I don't want to wear it just yet. It's gooey.
Alright. So what do you guys do with this information, or if you do anything else?
Where's the other body? The one that's closer.
It's by Correth right there.
Alright, hey Correth, you wanna help me drag this over to the storeroom?
Sure.
Alright, so I'll get us off this map so we don't move everything. You don't have to move yourselves around 20 more times or whatever.
Alright, but I'm coming up. I'm following.
Alright, the three of you move up. The goblins who were guarding it have been, told to go help out, the survivors. They happily, let you in, seeing as you saved them all from having their brains extracted. So they pull out the crate, and what do you guys do next?
Maybe we touch his hand to it.
Yeah, I feel like I can.
All right, you touch his hand to it. As you saw that same crate, the way it vibrated, this time it vibrates. It was glowing a bit when you first saw it, given that the ceremorphs have arrived. But as you put the ceremorph's dead hand onto it, it does as it opens up, like the top part lifts up.
Fuck.
As you see 3 crystals lying in it. I feel like if I shared this with you, it's going to tell you everything about the side crystals, so I don't have the image for it, but if you Google side crystal, you'll see what it looks like, but essentially...
Size spelled PSI or PSY?
PSI.
PSI.
Yeah. You see this glowing purple rock that just... Balthazar and Correth, you guys just know this has magical energy to it.
Yeah, it's not a psychic crystal, it's a psionic crystal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very different.
So,
Yeah.
Spellix walking in. And there we go. Alright, let's get everything situated, and I'll make sure to give you guys one of those and our declaration of peace for your ride back later. But do you mind helping us clean up a bit?
Absolutely. I'm gonna go start carrying.
Absolutely not.
Carrying whoever needs to be carried.
Alright.
By the way, real quick, how big is the crystal?
It's like the palm. It fits in the palm of your hand.
Alright.
I think of like a baseball, essentially.
Alright.
Yeah. So you guys all help clean up, tend to the wounded. You notice a few hours the ones that get up from being wounded, who had their minds blasted. They still
Brain blast!
more like, think more of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Mind Crush than Jimmy Neutron Brain Blast, but yeah, they can still, they're still alive, but it's gonna take some rehabilitation from them, given that they were down by these blasts, though, to like fully function properly again. Even Snubstuck's kind of like walking with a limp, mouth a little bit loose, but the healers, they hope it's not permanent, and either better to deal with it like this than to be dead, like the rest who had their heads explode on them. Speaking of those, though, into the night, Spellix asks if you guys could help move the bodies so they can be properly put to rest.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys all walk up to the Walk of Doom. Spellix, well, he gives a speech in Goblin first, which everybody kind of claps for. Then he looks to you all. Of course, in common, the speech I just gave, of course, was, "Tonight we honor those who willingly gave their lives to save our humble abode from foreign invaders. While we would have liked their deaths to be peaceful ones, we know it wasn't, but we thank them all for keeping the creatures at bay, and for fighting back against the alien invaders. This will not be the end of the goblins. No, even after we make peace with the 10 towns, I have a new idea. These aliens are gone, and their ship remains. So I propose we take their ship and leave this blasted place. Because, come on, who enjoys, everlasting winter and sub-zero temperatures? Am I right? As he looks to you all.
I would love to. That'd be an exciting adventure, honestly.
Yeah. But
I
yeah.
got too much going on right now.
Oh, no. He kind of looks at you. this is for the goblins right now. It's gonna take some time to get.
I was thinking, like, we don't seem like we're that ingrained in your society just yet.
Yeah, no, this is for us, but I have to give you guys a speech and comment too because I just gave it in Goblin and they all loved it.
Got it.
Isn't that right? As he looks to Manifect and Snupsuck and they both kind of nod. But yeah, that ship. He just looks to you. Yeah, that ship is ours though. So I would appreciate if you didn't tell the 10 townsfolk about it.
Y'all have fun with it.
Good luck trying to fly it.
I mean, we'll keep one of the psi crystals. As for the rest, if there's anything a goblin's good at, it's experimentation. Alright. He calls out to the goblins as they give their salute. The archers pull their arrows back, launch them to the air, as one by one the dead goblins are tossed off the Walk of Doom. And once all of the bod... Wait, yeah?
Quite a funeral service.
It's only the best. And once that's all done... Alright, you know the drill, everybody. Party time! Oh wait, not that one. This one.
You put in the wrong music.
Not that different.
There we go. So, the surviving goblins have a party. You noticed being passed around is goat milk and which you assume is calamari. Roxy.
Hey, what up?
During the night, Manifect does come up to you. Head negotiator. I'm sorry I doubted you. I thought because you were nothing but silly human, you would easily fall to the effects of the ceremorphs, unlike strong Goliath lady over there. She points to Nayala.
Well, while I'm a little hurt, well, that's a little hurtful, but I understand. I guess. I mean, I did show that it was pretty hard for me to, break out of their mind tricks.
Yeah, as you hear this, Sorrin, you're actually kind of thinking the same thing as Manifect. You're actually surprised Roxy broke free from it. Like,
I'm just standing there, stoically.
Yeah, but as a apology, milk from my best goat. As she hands you a glass of milk or a cup of milk.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It's alright.
Do I get one?
It's no big deal.
You get goat milk, but not.
I don't get the best goat milk. Understandable.
Let me ask you, Sorrin, what did you do during that fight?
Some damage. I'm also on 2 HP.
Yeah. Oh, you guys, you could have had a short rest in between to boost, but don't worry, you're about to take a long rest though, so don't be rolling dice because you're about to get healed.
I'll drink enough goat milk that it leaves like a milk mustache.
That should do.
Cool.
Alright, sorry, this may brew. Alright. As the night goes on, Balthazar, as you're having some of this nice calamari, Snupsuck walks up to you. He's using a cane to help him walk. I gotta say, you were quite the fighter there, negotiator.
Well, thank you. I lose control sometimes, but I like fighting the big ones.
Yes, well, thank you for... While I lost my war again, a good chunk of men. If it wasn't for you,
Yes,
we would have lost...
I'm very, very sorry about that, by the way.
It's just fine. But if you weren't there, we would have lost even more.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How's your leg feeling?
I tell my brain to do one thing and it doesn't do it, so gonna be dealing with that for a bit.
Wait, is the damage between your brain and your leg, or not just your leg?
So like his body's injured, but you can tell because of mind blast. Maybe his body isn't working as properly as it should be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick his brain about like what's actually going wrong. We can just kind of fade away from that.
Yeah. Vars.
Aye.
Yeah. As you're kind of relaxing in the crowd. He actually calls up Correth too as well. You two. Since you are the ones who did the finishing blows, I should probably give you guys this. That says Spellix as he walks up to you both. He hands you, Correth, one of the psi crystals.
What thing?
And he hands to you, Vars, a letter written in like full common. This here is the Declaration of Peace. As you can see, talks about what we can offer in terms of the goat milk and our healers, and also as a token of appreciation, this magical crystal that those nerds at Bryn Shander will enjoy.
Those nerds.
Yeah. I mean, their research isn't all that. Isn't that
Big
right?
fucking nerds.
So, I guess that's about it. I gotta say thanks to both of you. You could have all easily just left, but you didn't.
I will say, however, I don't see what this Declaration of Peace is really going to do if you're leaving.
I mean, we can't leave just yet, unless... I'm gonna ask you, did that ship look like all it needed was its power source and we could be good to go? And,
I mean,
now, Vars, you think back into your head when you shot the engine with a ballista.
Oh yeah, they're totally just doing like a reverse time thing.
flashback.
Probably fine. Yeah.
Alright, it needs some work and all that.
Also, like, nobody knows how to fly that thing.
Yeah, but... Why don't you give me a crack at it as he points to his, like, the goblin mask head he's wearing, I can figure it out. Or worst case, we hire some nerd in Bryn Shander to help put it together. But as long as we can stick our claim up to it first, nobody will take it away except, by brute force. And plus, once we have this peace established, the towners can't just go in and rip it away from us.
I will say,
I believe you
however,
guys will get it up and running.
Yes,
I will say though, I thought you only needed one crystal to do what it is you needed to do. Where's the other one? We're 3.
I mean, I'm gonna hold on to it just in case. If they want the other, then we'll have to talk about that.
I mean, we did save your village.
Alright. Persuasion check, Vars.
That's what I do, baby.
Alright, I'm gonna roll
What
for
I
him.
do.
Is it what you do?
Insight for
Nope.
him. Yeah, he beats you with a 14. I think, I don't think the 10 towners really have to worry about their brains being exploded today, so we're just gonna hold on to it for now. But maybe we'll talk again later.
Look forward to it.
Yeah. And by the way, I do a little bit of spell casting too, so if you need any help figuring some things out, especially with those gizmos you got from the ceremorphs, feel free to ask.
Well, now you're speaking my language. If you could identify them, that would be fantastic.
Alright, he takes you two back into the hut where he lives. Anybody who wants to join them can.
I'll join.
Alright.
I will also join.
Alright. Nayala and Roxy, you guys are just having fun. Goblins are asking you to, so like dance with them.
Milk mustache still present.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
So,
yeah.
let me pull this up. Alright, I'm gonna need 10 minutes for each, so, what do you want me to do first?
You can do yours first, Correth.
Okay. I hand him the blaster.
Alright. Let me pull that up. 10 minutes, he inspects and does some magic casting on it. Alright. If I were to describe this thing, it appears to be... It's like a crossbow, but it doesn't take bolts and you can just shoot it. So, kind of like out of character gun. But
Okay, thank you. We've been skirting around it.
I know.
I mean, it's a gun.
So the problem is though to use this alien technology is a bit tricky, unfortunately. This isn't like you you could attune to it, but actually, I don't even know if you could attune to it. But what I do see here, though, is yeah, I see. As he kind of pulls it out, you see, as you know, you look at the bottom of these things. He pulls out like this glowing tube. Both of them have, and he sticks them back in. I see here. You can figure out how to use these damn boys, but they only have a set amount of shots, though. And I really don't know how to refill it. So once it's done, it's done.
Okay.
But you two could hold on to it, though, I guess. Alright. So out of character. You guys have laser pistols.
Hell yeah.
To use them properly, it's not so much you have to make like a dex or strength, or like a, the standard dex or strength to usually use a weapon. You gotta make arcana checks to use these bad boys.
Oh.
Like what you use with the ballista Vars. Yeah. And so it's gonna work like the same way you would usually use. You would roll for like a weapon essentially, though. Like you roll your arcana check to beat through the AC.
Okay.
And if it works, if you hit something with it, it takes 3d6 plus 2 radiant damage. Now here's the other thing, though, that you should both be aware of. These have a certain number of shots. Vars, the one you have, has 30 shots to it. Correth, yours only has 29.
Does make sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, if you are going to keep these things, you should mark down in your character sheet how many shots these have, and every time you use it, you got to mark off a shot.
It's how much was the damage?
3d6 plus 2 radiant damage.
Damn.
Yeah.
Alright, thank you.
They're pretty good, but they come at the cost of, like, you have to be smart how to use these. These aren't just, like, one and done.
It's literally the one thing I'm not good at.
Yeah, same.
Literally the only thing Roxy is not good at.
Alright. Spellix is here. Alright, what next?
I hand him my other item.
The monocle. Alright. 10 minutes go by, and I actually gotta pull out the good old D&D thing, because this is an actual item. So, as he finishes doing his, like, well, how about that? Those bastards are actually kind of smart, what they know how to do. This, my friend, is an eyes of minute seeing. It's like a crystal lens, and when you wear it, though, you can see better than normal, though. Only to, unfortunately, a range of 1 feet. But you have an advantage on investigation, where you'd have... I accidentally read the whole spot thing, but, like, when you look through it, though, you can see things much more clearer than you would usually do. So, let me make sure I'm... Yeah,
I'll just put that in my breast pocket and make sure that no one can steal it.
Yeah, let me just make sure I'm reading this properly in the actual book before I send you the link to it. Here we go. Eyes of minute seeing. The 1 foot. Wear a band. Alright. So essentially, it's like a really good magnifying glass. So, like, when you wear this Vars, you have advantage on investigation checks up to 1 feet. So, maybe not good for, like, a spyglass, but in terms of, like, searching bodies, though.
Perfect.
You do have to attune to it, though. So, I don't know how many magic items you currently have on you.
Are the boots magic?
Oh, no. Blue boots? No.
Then 1.
Alright, this will be your first one. Yeah, I know MJN has 2, Roxy has 1. Does anybody else have?
3. What are you talking about?
I have 2.
Don't you have the bag on you too?
Oh yeah!
We forgot about the bag!
We forgot about the bag!
You forgot about the sack of friends?
The sack of friends!
I think it's time to break that bad boy out.
Yeah.
Not a bad sack.
It's a party, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's fine.
Can I just
but
throw a friend at a...
let's get through this. Let's get through this first before we do that. Just before I have to make more rolls. Correct me if I'm wrong. You have 3, Roxy. What are your 3?
I lied. I was lying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you only have the smart axe. Does anybody else have any magic items that I am unaware of? No.
I do
I'm
not.
guessing the laser pistol counts as magic, right?
Those actually do not count as magic. That's what. Yeah, but it came with the drawback of you having to make Arcana checks to use them properly.
Right.
All right. Correth, do you hand him the helmet?
Well, I have the helmet, but I hand it to him. Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's still goopy.
Yeah.
I haven't cleaned it off yet.
As Spellix helps you do that, he kind of hands it. Oh, how about that? You two. This is a helm of telepathy. With it, you can essentially use certain spells to kind of, send messages telepathically to other people. Or, for the most part, you can do certain things with it that you shouldn't be, but it is really nice. It's a bit slimy, though, because it was designed for those creatures' heads, but if you attune to it, it could probably fit you as well. Yeah. Alright, so with the helm of telepathy, while wearing the helm, you can use an action to cast Detect Thoughts. And if you maintain concentration, you can use bonus actions to send telepathic messages to a creature you're focused on. But you can also, besides Detect Thoughts, you can also use it to cast Suggestion as well. But Suggestion, though, you can only do it once per dawn, though, so you need to take a long rest every time you use Suggestion. So who wants the Helm of Telepathy? And I'll send you the link to the contents of it.
I can hang on to it for right now if no one's reaching for it. If not, I don't know how much use I'm gonna get out of it.
Movement?
That's the thing, is I don't know if it's armor.
Yeah, would that count as armor? Probably.
I'm gonna say no because it just says an item essentially though.
Yeah, it's not affecting our AC at all, so I think it's fine.
Yeah, I think there are certain magical items that are specifically armor though, so I think you should be fine.
Yeah. I'm kind of fine without this one. So if someone
I think someone should just have it on.
Out of character, I have the message cantrip now, so
No. So
yeah, I know it's not exactly that, but there's more to it. But
well, no, the issue is
the things that are there. I don't know how often I use them because I swing big axe.
Yeah. No, so the issue with the Helm of Telepathy, you can't use actual telepathy for it. It lets you do 2 spells that are kind of telepathy based.
Mm.
One is Detect Thoughts, which you can repeatedly cast though, which allows you to basically to read people's minds, and if you cast it on someone they allow, you can send messages to them. The other one is Suggestion, which you can only cast once per day though. Because that is actually
really good. A bonus action, communicate telepathically, right?
Yes.
Yeah. If no one's reaching for it, I'll take it for right now.
Yeah, it's not really Sorrin style, so.
Alright, I'll link this to
We
Balthazar.
could sell it.
You could sell it too. These 2 things would definitely be worth something. I'll send you. Here's a link, Craig. So read through it. You can also pull up the spells there too about what they do as well. All right, now I'll put the book away and this away. And with that, Spellix looks to you all. I guess that's it then, huh?
Wait, have we ever figured out what the side crystals do? Like the one that we got?
No, they powered the ship, and they're basically imbued with magical energy, though. So it's like you have literal energy in your hand, in the form of a crystal. Yeah. Which I believe Correth has the side crystal on him right now.
Yep.
All right. Spellix looks to you all. Well then, I guess is that about it.
Do we want to see what the crystal does, or other than power the ship?
I think it doesn't seem like it. It seems like it doesn't do anything. I think this is going to be what we give to the people.
We're gonna be giving it away anyway.
Yeah.
All right then.
So yeah, I think we're good, Spellix.
All right. And with that, you guys rest. Oh yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for everything, actually.
Of course, anytime.
Yeah, we'll use the food to keep our people, good until all this peace stuff gets worked out. And we'll take control of the ship too, so all said and done. So with that, you guys party for the rest of the night. Then get your nice long rest. And Nayala, Roxy.
Mhm.
We're back, baby.
Yeah, you two have a nice sleep. No strange dreams this time. Your smart weapons still function the way they do, so because you defeated the ceremorphs, now you don't have to worry about any drawbacks to them.
For now.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what future campaign idea of the aliens descend, 20 ships from the sky.
Ascension to Icewind Dale.
Yeah. All right. In the morning, you guys get everything loaded up. Say your goodbyes. If you have anything you want to specifically say to someone right now, this is your chance.
I'm bad with names. I'm sorry. Who's the main healer?
Manifect. So
Manifect, yes.
yeah,
I'd
they're-
like to talk to her a bit.
yeah. Also, there's only 3 goblins that actually can speak common, which is Manifect, Snubsec, and Spellix. But Spellix technically isn't a goblin.
Goblin.
He's a gnome, but yeah. Yeah. She looks to you. Yes.
Hey. I just want to say, I think you're...
Oh. Thank you.
I appreciate you being apologetic towards being mean to me for that, and I'm like, I want to apologize for scaring you. I hate that I did that.
Oh, it's fine, head negotiator.
You can call-
I'll admit,
listen,
I would.
Wait, let me stop you right there. You can call me Roxy.
Whatever you say, head negotiator Roxy.
No. Avon, you're gonna do the thing, but I'm gonna say no. It's just Roxy.
All right, Roxy, and she'll give you a hug.
Yay.
All
Okay,
right.
I feel like all my obligations have been in order.
Anybody else have anything that they want to do? I'll take that silence as a no.
Yeah, I'm good.
And with that, you guys begin to head off the letter and crystal until, along with some more magical items for a lot of you, as you descend down into back toward. I'll pull up the map, the big Icewind Dale map. By the way, for reference, just so you know now, because I have it marked on the map, the actual name of that ship was called the Id Ascendant, but yeah, because none of you spoke deep speech, you never were able to figure that out. But the game will just let you know. You cross forward on the Red Run once again. It's about, of course, a 2-day trip to get back to Bryn Shander. Nothing really happens as you travel that first night. You guys actually kind of make camp the same place you did before, at the intersection of the 10 trails and the Red Run. As you pull up camp, though, it's pretty cold and all that stuff. You gotta get the whole camp set up. But you also realize that, oh wait, we have to do watch and shit though, because we're outside.
Yeah, of course.
I'll take first watch.
I'll take
I'll take a watch.
I'll do one.
Okay.
I'll do one
So,
if I need to.
I think the way I generally do it is each watch is 2 hours. So I know some of you only need 4 hours to rest. We'll do Balthazar, Nayala, then Correth and Roxy. Though Correth and Sorrin will be up by the time Roxy does hers. So they'll give her advantage. How about that?
Hey, thanks.
Sounds good.
Okay. So let me actually this is fine for right now. Balthazar, you're first. Roll me a perception check.
Perception, do.
15. Not much out here. Cold and whatnot. But cold and dark, but seems like everything's fine.
Alright.
So then you go to wake up Nayala.
Yeah, wake up Nayala.
Alright.
Go to sleep.
Nayala?
Yeah.
Perception check.
I'm gonna roll.
5. The snow, it starts to get pretty like snow heavy by the time you wake up. You're not really able to see much though, and so you're just gonna have to kind of deal with it and just assume everything's alright. Yeah, this snow, it's snowing a lot more now, it's picking up. Alright, Nayala.
Sorry, what?
I'm assuming you're gonna go wake someone up?
Yeah.
Alright, Nayala wakes up Correth as was decided upon. And Nayala, you go back to rest. Correth, roll me a perception check. 14. As you look out, you know, you could swear that, you know, like, it's a snow makes things pretty heavy, but like, you feel like here and there you hear the sounds of like, you know, like, you can't tell if it's like just the wind blowing and moving like trees or whatnot, or if there's like something out there though.
I'll then go wake up Roxy.
Alright, at this point, Sorrin, Correth, and Roxy are up. Roxy, perception check with advantage.
Good morning, y'all.
Morning.
Perception.
14. Roxy.
Shut up.
No. Oh wait, was this the music I wanted? No, sorry, it's not. I'm supposed to give on this. Roxy, as you're looking out, Sorrin and Correth helping you out, you see like, it's like a light flickering within the snowstorm though. Like, you kind of see it here and there when like the snow's passing by. It's getting closer.
Alright. I'm gonna grab out my axe.
Alright.
So what direction is it coming?
It's coming from the north.
Okay. Can I? I'm not very sneaky. That's the other thing I cannot do. I'm sneaky. Can I do a? Can I? So you said it was getting closer.
Yeah.
Alright. Can I do a survival check to try and see if it's like an animal or something? Like any sort of like animal, or like, you know, see like how it moves and stuff and watch it.
Alright, sure, roll me a survival. 7. You can't tell given the snow is in your way though, but you still see that light, it's getting closer. At this point you would have pointed it out to Correth and Sorrin too.
Yeah.
It's over there. See it?
Yeah, I'll draw my sword, and then I'll go wake up the rest of the party.
Alright, you all get woken up.
What was it?
There's something's approaching. Something with
Okay.
torchlight or something like that.
Oh.
Do we have a fire?
I'm gonna go walk up to it.
You do have a fire set up, trying to keep that.
I'm gonna put it out.
Okay, Roxy begins to walk up. Dead of night, Roxy, but you know, you're seeing things just fine outside of the snow. As you're walking.
Hey, how's it going there?
Let me make a roll. Let's check.
Oh, wait, hold on. Who has dark vision?
I do.
I do.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, so we're good if we put out the fire.
I think basically everyone but Roxy has dark vision.
I have dark vision.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Nice.
As you make that call out, Roxy, as you call it to the light, roll me a perception check now.
Another one?
Yeah.
Alright.
It seems like it's like your word, like, it sounds like you hear, like, as if someone was trying to talk to you, but you can't hear them through the snow. But they definitely heard you.
I would like to sneak alongside and just keep watch.
Alright.
Shall I stealth?
I'm gonna get a little bit closer.
Yes, you can stealth. Alright, you get
I'm
close.
gonna need you to speak up a bit.
Oh, gotta roll again.
Avon, can I also stealth up?
You can also stealth up.
On my stealthy backup.
Yeah. You two are going up with Roxy, but hiding. But yeah, you don't hear any words this time as you call out to it, but you're both getting closer and closer. You're about like 100 feet away from each other at this point.
Do you have any objections to me coming closer?
Roll again. You don't hear any words. The storm is getting kind of loud at this point, so that's what you,
I'm gonna go a bit closer.
all right. You guys are now about 75 feet away as you get closer to the light, and the light's getting closer to you.
Can you hear me now?
I'll lower the DC. Roll me a perception check, Roxy.
Thank you. This is getting.
Oh God.
You hear voices, but then you hear like as Vars accidentally trips and you miss out on what's said.
Oh, I like that. That's fun.
Vars has a lower stealth, so that's why I made him trip.
That's fair.
Yeah, I like that.
All
I'll
right,
just
you
keep walking closer. Fuck it. I don't care.
all right, 50 feet away.
Hello?
Luckily the DC is lower, but okay, yeah, they definitely heard you on that one. Roll me another
How's it
perception.
going?
Roll me another perception check, Roxy.
Thank you. Fuck off! It's getting lower!
Right.
Okay, no. At this point, as you stop, Sorrin and Vars did not know you stopped, and they bump into you. As like, Roxy, you look to the two of them like, "What are you guys doing?" You know, you can say it in however way you want.
What y'all doing?
Stealthing.
Tempting.
Let me just look at what he has. You feel a tap on your shoulder, Roxy. And you guys are arguing, and you see like a glowing spectral hand. It's a mage hand.
Oh. Alright.
Yeah. And at this point, because I'm gonna stop playing this game. Hello. Oh god, it's so cold. Are you the team they sent out to Karkolohk? Balthazar's group?
Yeah.
Who wants to know?
His brother, as you see coming up, taking off his winter, taking off the hood of his winter coat, is Albion. He was one of the mages who was talking to Duvessa back at Brinchander before you guys head out.
Oh.
Do I see him? Am I still too far away?
You stayed behind with Nayala and Sorrin.
Yeah.
I'll let you roll a perception check. High
Alright.
DC. It's a bit of a higher DC.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah, but
With a 19, though, as you were keeping an eye on them, when you see him drop the hood, you recognize the glasses he's wearing from anywhere, though, so you know it's him.
and I'm gonna run over to him.
All right. As you run up, he's like,
Oh.
"Okay, good. Oh, we found you. Pardon me for a moment. I do have to do this though, because I had to let my associate know I found you." Points his finger up into the air, reading his spell book. You guys watch as a ball of fire goes flying up and goes up in the sky.
Why did you do that?
So she can find us. Her name is I was told you knew her, Flynn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah!
Oh, hey, Helen!
Yeah, we know her.
Yeah. As you see, coming up about 10 minutes later, in a different caravan, similar to the one you saw from Icevein back in Caer Naval, like a merchant's one. You see Flynn riding up like, "Oh, I see. You found them." It's like I was worried you were gonna freeze yourself off when you went off to find them on your own. About that, actually, Balthazar, you wouldn't happen to have a fire set, would you?
Like the fire that we put
did.
out.
Can we just?
We can put it back together real quick.
Yes, let's do that.
I hugged my brother a little too tightly, I think.
All right. He's like, I see
Sorry,
you're in a better mood.
Yes, I apologize for last time we spoke. It's a little bit of an aggressive hug, I think, but like it's still.
Yeah, but you're not like giving that aura of disgust and shame. You're just kind of like you're giving the brotherly rivalry kind of look instead.
Yes.
All right.
So I lead him back to where we had the fire, and
Yeah.
Do whatever I need to do to light it.
Yeah. After about a few minutes, you guys light the fire. He sits down, like, very much kind of happy about, having some warmth. For the rest of the party, as you look at this man, you do know he actually has some similarities to Balthazar. Same black hair, similar facial structure, except he's a half-elf instead of a half-orc.
How, brother, what's going on? Why did you have to come up to find us?
As he looks to Hlan, looks back, we might as well tell them. Alright, all of you sit down. I'll tell you what's going on.
Oh, I don't like this.
It's not good. You guys have been gone for almost a week now, but in the time you were gone, specifically 3 days ago, your patron, Denver Harpel, I believe that was his name, was arrested.
Oh.
Yes. It was quite the incident. I was there at Bryn Shander Public Library when it all went down, and pardon me, brother, but which one of them is named Roxy?
Roxy, I point to Roxy.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Roxy, I at least need to know right now. Do you know someone by the name of Scat of Targos?
Scat?
Roxy, he was the tiefling captain of the guard back in Targos who helped you find the Zendarian base.
Yeah, I do.
Did you get along well with him?
I mean, I just met him. He was alright.
Roll me an insight check, Roxy.
Okay. I'm gonna do insight with this.
Alright.
Where's my insight? Where's it? There it is.
Alright, roll your superiority dice. With a 19, Roxy, your answer's not good enough. Like, you get the sense your answer's not good enough for him, and you're kind of piecing together whatever happened to Denver involves this scaff, so if you have anything more to tell him, like, he would appreciate it, because he's a bit on guard by your answer.
I mean, I've never been to Targos before. Well, not really been to Targos. I haven't really, like, met anybody. I don't know. Do you want to know what happened? What happened was I went there, and we... Sorry, words are hard. My bad. I'm bad at words. Me,
okay.
Vivian, is terrible at words. But we went to this underground bunker in the town, and we found like shit for like a weird underground secret society. And I can show you. We took it from their base.
The map.
Yeah.
You remember, Roxy, from what you and Scaff talked about, the Zendarium are like, they're kind of an underground criminal society. Like, when they come in, they kind of turn, like, towns and areas into, like, places where, like, looting, gambling, murder, and, like, all that stuff is just kind of... They turn cities into, like, cesspools, essentially. Or, like, places of organized crime. And you took the map, and Scaff took the notes.
Yeah. So what happened?
And when you were in the base, did something happen? Something happened, right?
Yeah, it exploded.
Okay. He'll look to you, Balthazar, whisper into your ear. She can be trusted, right?
She's the person I trust the most, to be honest with you.
Alright.
I kind of give Balthazar this look.
I'm offended.
I'm whispering. So
Alright.
That's so sweet.
Alright. So he looks
I
to
don't
you
trust
all.
you less. I just trust her more.
Yeah. Alright. Here's the full story then, Roxy. To all of you, actually, because you're all kind of part of this now from what I was told about your actions in East Haven. Captain Scat was murdered 3 days ago.
Oh.
And they
Oh.
found battle axe wounds on him. And as he looks to you, and you all are prime suspects.
We've literally been in the
We've been
goblin
gone.
thing for
We
fucking
have.
3 days.
And an alibi. And a week. We've been gone for a week.
See, I would assume that too. But there's also the fact that you all were all gone. Nobody really, proof of where you are is one thing, but, I've been told you guys have also spent time split apart as well too, especially since, as he looks to you, Roxy, you have your own form of transportation as well. And
That's fair. I respect that.
When he was killed, Speaker Maxil Dinar stated that, he said there was a good chance he thought it was you all. Working for-
So I'm being framed for murder. I see.
Yes, working for the big thing is they're saying you guys work for the Zentarium. Not just you, Roxy. There was talk of how back in East Haven, the Zentarium who was trying to steal the magic cauldron from the town, rather than being captured, was straight up decapitated. As he looks to you, Balthazar.
That's a big old oopsie for me.
Yeah.
God, Roxy just kind of like rubs her temple.
Yeah, the only lead there gone. And it's one thing for one speaker to accuse you all of a crime, but a second speaker spoke out against you, saying that you were deliberately letting the town's economy be destroyed. A speaker, Shander Froth of Goodmead.
Interesting. He won.
Goodmead.
Yes.
Hold on.
What happened in Goodmead?
That's
was
the guy
the-
that we totally just didn't bring back his booze, and he was kind of a dick.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Yeah.
couldn't. It was gone.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then we tried to give that other person our endorsement, and
Yeah,
it was like a
and then-
guaranteed win.
Oh,
Right,
we
we
got
gave
you.
them a bunch of
And
food,
that was
though.
kind of it.
But Balthazar, you think in the back of your head, though, given the way things played out, you know, Balthazar, there was a chance for all of the goods to be saved, but you
we
opted.
could have saved that booze. Yeah.
But you all know it was for a much. You all know you did the right thing by going after Caltro instead of, the Verbi.
Absolutely. You would have killed so many.
Flynn pipes up. Yeah, that whole situation was weird. People weren't happy about the town's main shipment being lost, even if you did give them a bunch of goats. But of course, the other big thing was when a group of thugs tried to break into Mead Hall to wreck it. But apparently, Mr. Shander Froth, who according to an eyewitness is an expert in kung fu, managed to beat them all back. Thus,
Hold on.
I hate him.
He's the expert in kung fu.
yeah, you all can kind of piece together. Maybe that's a little bit of a bullshit story, but
I'm really starting
You've
to
all
dislike
seen
him.
real kung fu.
well, you kind of just, anyways. Oh, Denver's like, well, not Denver. Albion's like, anyways. He won, and when Maxwell Dinar came public with his accusation that, perhaps you all were the one to kill Scott under the Zentarium orders, Froth also spoke up and said, you may have also been the reason behind the town losing its mead and the incident at Mead Hall. And then, of course, the situation back in East Haven with you all killing the Zentarium spy. It made things really murky. Now, luckily, not everybody's against you. Duvesta specifically thought this was all a bunch of horseshit. But Maxil Dinar and Froth were starting to get people talking, and especially to talk to the quote-unquote patron of your art, Denver. I was at Bryn Shander Public Library when Denver was called up with regards asking him in relation to you, Roxy, as well. But he refused to denounce you guys and even said specifically that you were his friend, Roxy. So they took him. And Flynn pipes up, and of course, what was supposed to be arrest, maybe put in jail, or such interrogation situation turn into something much darker. See, Denver here asked Albion, who was there at when he was arrested, to come find me. So I try to use my guard connections to figure out what happened to him, where he went. I'll just say this: Denver isn't in Bryn Shander anymore, and I don't know where he is.
That's bad.
Yeah. And Albion pipes up. And the real reason now, Roxy, why we wanted to find you guys was that...
You want to arrest me?
No. He actually looks taken aback by that, a bit hurt. Like,
I mean,
the fact that Roxy, the reason why I wasn't... Oh, yes, Balthazar?
I think present company believes that we're all innocent. I think that everyone here is on our side.
The reason I was suspicious of you, Roxy, and I apologize, is that, according to Maxil Dinar, when the notes were researched, they stated that, or he's stating that, you have Zendarian lineage within you. That's... Well...
What?
Roxy, you know your mom is from, she's been lonely with her whole life.
Mm-hmm.
But, Roxy, let me ask
Dad?
you. Yeah. That's what they...
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You're saying...
They're saying that in those notes, the old notes with Centaurium codes and members in it, your father appeared in it. And and Maximdar is stating that that you, being the daughter, had come to Argos, like you did back in East Haven, to eliminate all traces of Zendarium, had taken Scat into the underground lair, hoping to blow him up on it with all the notes, but that didn't happen. And of course, Roxy, you already know that's horseshit, given that, like, it's funny, if anything, Scat and Bertram it, like, mostly unscathed. You were the one who almost died in the explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hurt me way more than it hurt him. He was fine.
So,
pretty cool backstory they made up for you.
I mean, to be fair, Roxy, you don't really know anything about your dad, and but that's when Albion points up. Yes, and they stated that when you all quote unquote left, you split off because you had your own mode of transportation and quote unquote finished the job back in Tarios.
Ah.
And then and of course nobody's seen you all in about a week. So that's why
the goblins have.
Right, but now we have hard proof that we were at the goblins thing, and we got the truce, thus proving again that we do good for the 10 towns.
Mm-hmm.
But this is where Helene pipes up. But the issue
People are
is
racist.
Not just that they're racist, Roxy. There's the issue of we don't know exactly who in the 10-town system is good and who's in Tharium. The fact that Denver, if anything, as she kind of points out to all of you, would have just been questioned, interrogated. At worst, he would have been kept in the jail at Bryn Shander for about a day or two, and then he'd have to bail himself out. But of course, he had money, so the fact that he isn't there meant that not only when he was questioned, interrogated, they took him away.
Let's think here.
Well, I mean, wait, did they take him away, or was he gone?
No, like nobody knows where he went. The last time Albion said he saw him, and even when he asked Uvessa, was that Denver was arrested, given the connection he had to you guys, was brought in for questioning, and he was they never saw him again.
I mean,
He could have escaped.
it makes sense, right, that he would be Zentharium. Now, not saying that he is currently.
You're talking about
Maybe
Denver?
He was. Yeah. He's very rich. I mean, like, he's very rich.
Albion and Balthazar, because you know this too, Albion pipes up, that's because he comes from a rich noble family. The Harpels are pretty well known. Isn't that right, Balthazar?
Absolutely.
Huh. Interesting.
Look, I get pretty mixed vibes on Denver, but I don't get like black market vibes from him, so...
I mean, like, I'd say he's a chill guy. I think he might have had a past with them, but I don't think he was part
I mean-
of them.
I think
He had motives that weren't exactly clear to us.
I mean,
At
you
least
all,
to me, I think.
you all know mostly now, especially Sorrin, that he
Yeah.
came here looking for his sister, who was part of the Arcane Brotherhood, who had gone missing, along with a bunch of other members. That of the other members, one was burned at the stake. The other, Soren kind of knows more what happened to one of the other ones, and then the last one is,
Avarice.
who wants Correth dead.
So, this kind of feels like a whole smokescreen. If I had to put money, if I had to put gold pieces on who the real Zentarum are, it's the people that are accusing us, if I had to guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. That
Because
makes a lot of sense.
this other guy was pretty pissed when we ruined, quote unquote, the economy of the town.
He
So,
could also just have been a capitalist.
I mean,
yeah,
why
but now
not?
he's accusing us of, like, craziness, you know?
Of invading.
Fair.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
trying to destabilize the entire region
Why
that's
not
already
both?
destabilized.
Yeah, he's
As
a
the
cap-
voice in the sky
Yeah.
said, why not both?
Yeah, he could be both.
yeah, but
And he is imposter on Kung Fu, and that makes me very
Yeah.
upset.
I have an idea. We're right about here, right, Avon?
yeah, but this is where Lynn pipes up. Well, actually, state your idea first. Yeah.
We can possibly discredit Shander a little bit by going into town, going like around here, like around the river, and calling into question his kung fu abilities.
Yeah, I'll fight him.
If you get what I'm saying.
That's what you're getting at.
Now, I don't know how much that would disprove what he's saying, but it would certainly call
Well,
his character into question.
if we show up and I challenge him to one-on-one combat, Mortal Kombat style, it's gonna sound very... I don't think it's gonna help our case all that much.
No.
I would agree with
As
that.
cool as it would be,
Lynn also pipes up.
beating up a speaker probably isn't the idea.
Yeah, Lynn also. Yes. As much as I would love to see you kick that guy's ass, Soren, if you go around beating up speakers, that doesn't help your case. And
However,
the-
we
well,
could get
shoot.
the other girl involved. Whatever her
mean-
name was.
you mean
The other candidate?
The one
for
we
speaker?
endorsed.
Olivessa? I mean, I don't really know how. She looks at you. Listen. The other issue I think you're all not being careful about is, if you go in, they're going to at least make you go and get, interrogate you, arrest you. Now you might think this is ludicrous. Once we show them everything, they're not gonna it's not gonna be a big deal. But even what happened with Denver, I fear if you guys go in and start just spouting, just being so open and upfront about it, and when they call you in for interrogation, we may lose you.
Fair. Yeah, they do want us dead.
Yeah, so
I would agree.
but that's where she pipes up. But funny enough, someone in Good Me did give me an idea. You guys do have allies, and we can try and get people together to kind of build the case against all this crap.
True.
But for now, since we don't want you all camping out here in the 10 trails for God knows how long, Rupi told me, Roxy, back when we were resting in Goodmead after the whole incident with Caltro, that you have family up in Lonelywood.
I do. That's where my mom lives. And my,
Your brother.
Who else did I say I had?
Your brother.
My,
Who
yeah, my,
I have named your brother, Robbie. If you want him to have a different name, you can tell me now.
I'll think about it.
Okay, alright. Yes. Lonelywood is pretty... we do have to pass Targos together, but that could be easily arranged. Especially with my acquisition of this merchant caravan. We can hide you underneath it. Sneak you guys to Lonelywood. It's far enough out there where nothing will get, no real big issues will arise, or you'll have to be a little bit disguised when you're there, but the main source of people looking for you basically kind of stretches out across the east way, though. At which point Albion also pipes up, in addition, Roxy, remember, you're being accused of having Zendarian lineage. maybe your parents can shine. I guess your mom lives out there. Maybe she can shine some light on this.
My mom has always been reluctant about talking about my dad. And we've gotten into some pretty big fights about this.
Well, Albion pipes up. Well, has it ever involved you potentially being arrested and taken God knows where, or being accused of murder?
No. So maybe she'll be more lenient. Finally.
I do think it's the best plan we have.
I
Anything to
agree.
clear our minds.
But we are a stubborn bunch, to be frank.
Alright, well, Flame Vibes up. What's the best plan I have for you all right now? I was thinking of going... yes.
Well, this is a not-character question, Navon.
Yeah?
Is when we went and talked to the I have his name written down here. Copper Knobberknocker.
Yeah.
Was that device or whatever up there? It was up there by the Lonely Wood, right?
Yeah, it was in... He told you it was in a place called the Black Cabin out in the Lonely Wood Woods. Like somewhere out here.
Right. Okay. Cool. And then in character, I'll say I'm all for going for the Lonely Wood.
Alright. That sounds good. I'll get you guys over there. Albion, do you think you can... So, I can give you a list of friends these guys have out there. Maybe you can help work and build a case against them. Albion's like, well, of course, I can go out and reach out to all of them. I guess I do need to know now from all of you. Besides the Zendarium, do you have any other enemies I should be aware of?
Yes.
Well,
I-
the
Give you a
list
list.
grows longer every day.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It might be easier to give you a list of people who aren't our enemies at this point.
Fair.
Which Helene is doing already. So
Specifically in the 10 towns, not that many.
Alright,
Yeah, I mean, there is the
I feel like we're
roaming
finding out
and
now that-
Avarice and her group.
Yeah.
yeah, there's them. But I feel like we're finding out, or at least theorizing, that more and more people are Zendarium. So like, that might be all of them. It might encompass all of our enemies at this point.
I don't know. Avarice doesn't seem like.
I think of the
Yeah.
Zendarium more as like a thieves guild than
Yeah.
whole
Okay.
Well,
place.
yeah. Well, she
Avarice
is. Well,
group.
they wanted a list of other enemies, and that is one of them. So
Yeah. So Avarice. Is that it?
This.
I think that might be it.
We don't
Oh,
have
uh,
many, but like we
We're
got some.
cool with the
Well-
goblins. We're cool with those. I forget the nomad people who live.
They're not our
I don't
enemies
care.
though. They were chill.
Yeah. We're cool with them.
They're vibing.
We
Well,
got
what about the Durgar? And, points up towards the sky. Those people as well.
the gods?
No, the aliens.
Ah.
Oh, I think we might have dealt with the alien thing.
Yeah,
I might have to
I'm not
deal
sure
with them
we're
again.
involved with Durgar, though, are we?
I don't know. You seem to know a lot about that.
I only know that last time we seen them, they didn't seem to take a liking to us.
Or you? Bit
Yeah,
more detail.
Yeah,
So yeah, you can count the Durgar, I guess. The entire kingdom of them? Question mark.
Yeah,
Big question mark.
Albion kind of nods. He was also a bit surprised when you talked about aliens, but he's not gonna...
Okay, is the word aliens, is that like a thing that makes sense in this world?
For the sake of this, I'm just gonna say yes, because there's really no
Space
other...
beings.
If you all just say yeah, people from the stars too as well.
Alright.
Yeah.
The star squids.
Yeah, Starspins.
The tasty star squids.
Okay.
I think they didn't have any.
Alright, one last thing. You said you had the stuff for peace, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
The crystal and the note.
Okay. This is my own personal request, because I know I can set up a nighttime meeting out in the outskirts of Bryn Shander. You think you could hand that stuff to Duvessa? Maybe she can tell you more about the whole situation going on right now. She's still on your side. She still trusts you guys.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Plus-
Outside of town meetup would be
Yeah.
preferable.
Plus, if you can give her that stuff sooner rather than later, then
Yeah.
that'll resolve everything with the whole goblins now too.
So she's 100% not Zentarum.
He looks at you as if almost offended by that. So like, of course not. Like,
Okay.
I went to college with her. I think I would know if she was
Well,
part of a underground criminal guild.
okay.
All right.
You know,
All right.
corruption, man.
All right. So with that, you all go and finish your long rest as Albion essentially goes to keep himself warm for the night. Lynn looks to your guys' nice carriage, your nicer caravan. She tells you all that you'll ride with her in her, quote-unquote merchant one, as Albion will take that one and bring it back into the 10 towns.
How fast does word travel around the 10 towns? Like, when we get to Lonelywood, are we going to be known as criminals?
I think we'll be fine. I'm known around there pretty well.
Yeah, Lynn pipes up. She's lived longer than you, Roxy, and she knows the 10 towns pretty well. She knows at least in Lonelywood, it's easier as long as you guys aren't being too loud or doing like things that are showing off. Like, if you go around, like showing off your abilities or being like, "Oh, I'm Sorrin," punch, 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 like.
Understood. So no one-on-one combat to the death.
Well, no, yeah, it's like
I was thinking 6-on-1.
I mean,
was better.
I am a giant beast.
You are Goliath.
Yeah,
and
a lot of
Correth
people in this party kind of stick out. So...
Yeah. The point is, like,
A blue
Well,
Why did you
elf.
possibly say that?
Flynn,
Very
We
discreet.
have like every color of the
Very
rainbow.
descriptive.
Yeah.
Flynn pipes up.
Diversity.
Flynn pipes up. If you guys could be quiet, maybe like you have to wear like some hoods over your heads and like
Incognito mode.
yeah, like you can get by for a few days before the authorities come for you. The issue is if you're out if you're kind of like Bryn Shander, Targos, East Haven, especially Goodmead though, and probably Tourmaline because Tourmaline is pretty connected to Targos. Like, well, not so much Tourmaline, but like in those places, they have wide enough and extensive networks, and you probably know more Zendarium out there that if they even just catch wind of you guys, there'll be people actively searching for you. That's why Flynn brings at least things in Lonelywood. If you guys are quiet for a bit, you won't really face too much, persecution in like a day or like at least a couple days. But if word gets out of one of you guys doing something, though, that's where she fears things can start getting pretty bad.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
Quiet it is.
Are we going to be able to get another long rest in before the secret meeting, or is that going to be like
So
tonight?
it'll be no, it's not gonna be not tonight. You guys are gonna finish your rest tonight.
Okay.
Denver says it's gonna take you about most of the day to get back to Bryn Shander. So you guys will get there. You'll wait outside town. Duvessa will come out talk to you. Lynn then tells you it'll take about 4 hours to get from Bryn Shander to Lonelywood. She'll work. It'll take maybe about 5 to 6 hours because she's gonna try and bypass the route to Targos because that's probably like a place you don't want to even risk getting caught.
Right.
But you're gonna be pretty exhausted by the end of the day. But it can be done all in the next day though.
Okay. I'm gonna look to Balthazar actually real quickly and say, that helmet that can read minds actually seems pretty useful right about now. So if you don't mind, I'll take it off your hands and
Yeah, I'll hand it off to him. I don't need it too much.
All right, let me now link Sorrin, the helmet telepathy thoughts. Where are you? I know I messaged. Here you are. Yeah. So you do.
Text me.
Oh wait, that's the wrong one. I think that's the one. That's Kahuna's object, not yours. All right. The way this works, by the way, Sorrin, you do have to take a long rest to attune to it, but you will get that.
Cool. All right.
All right. So morning comes after you guys finish off your rest for the night. A bit concerned about the whole situation, trying to piece it all together in some ways too. You spend half of the ride back up to Bryn Shander in essentially your guys' caravan. Partway through, you guys park off to the side. Denver takes control of your guys' caravan. As
Keep on
you
saying
all,
Denver, champion.
sorry, They're both like mages in
Yeah.
some regard, so
Yeah.
that's why I get
I
confused.
gave you a character that was very much like Denver in class, at least.
Yeah, more of like Alabama more of the stereotypical wizard, Denver being more of the kind of interesting background wizard, rich boy wizard. So, Albion takes your guys' caravan as you all have to kind of huddle underneath Lynn's merchant caravan. She kind of tells you all, it's funny enough, I copied Ice Vein's caravan style for this. He's the only criminal I know who could smuggle people in and out. Like, that was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She gives you guys some like coats and cloaks with hoods over it, so like if you do need to get out for a bit and like ride on like on top, like you can at least have your you can at least be out and like keep yourself somewhat disguised.
Yeah, I have the helmet on now with the hood on over it as well.
Yeah, so it's a bit funky, but you don't look like Sorrin the Drow anymore though.
Awesome.
Alright. Albion, of course, as you guys kind of are heading back, calls out, in terms of list of your guys' allies to reach out to. He kind of goes down the list of people from Caer Naval, like Speaker Kranic, the boy Alice, I think it's Alistair, if I remember correctly.
There, I think.
Alistair, yeah. East Haven, Speaker there seemed to, why am I forgetting that man's name, but the Speaker and Captain there seem to like you, along with, he looks to you, Sorrin, 2 half-elf monks, Gall and Ginter, is that correct?
Yep, that's them. That's my boys.
Alright. Good mead, he makes notes of your sister Rupi, Roxy, though he does ask you if you want to get Rupi involved in this or if you should just kind of move past that.
I would rather she not be in this, gonna be honest.
Alright, and then he also brings up, what about the Olovessa woman, the woman you endorsed?
I think she'll be on our side.
Okay. Then he goes through the list and brings Shander. I know Duvessa's on your side. I don't know about the sheriff, because he at least has some orders from other speakers to at least arrest you all. I don't think he's in Tharium, but I think he may try and do his job, though, which is kind of the issue.
Yeah.
Anybody else in Bryn Shander I should make note of?
I forget how her
The
name
guy
was
said
pronounced.
the blacksmith friends.
Yeah, the blacksmith who
Yeah.
Smith.
The headmaster of the monastery there as well. I have it written down. I just don't know how to pronounce it. Michon.
Michon, yes.
Yep.
Alright, along with the Black Iron Blades owners, Garn and Elza Hammer. Yeah, you think for a moment like maybe Maverick the Mage, but then you think
I was just thinking that.
but then you
I was
also
like, yeah.
maybe not.
The last thing me and Vars brought him, kind of maybe incriminating. Maybe.
Yeah.
So stay away from that.
Yeah, good point.
Alright. And then you think back to Last City Targos, while you guys are under suspicion there, I was told didn't you help some people out in Targos?
Oh yes, the I forget their name.
Garrett,
Garrett, yeah.
Alright, the
Garrett.
Velrins.
Yes.
Alright. Sounds good. Alright, you all wait outside. When we get to town, you all wait outside. I'll go get Duvessa.
Also, Fish Fingers. I forgot. I don't know where Fish Fingers lives, but
Oh yeah, the halfling you guys also say
Yes.
from the the mountain. Alright.
also, if their word is trusted, the goblins love us.
Alright. We'll make note of that.
We're outside of Bryn Shander, right?
At this, yeah, you guys have been riding for about a good 10, 12 hours at this point, but you've now reached the outskirts of Bryn Shander.
I would like to pull Sorrin aside for a second.
Alright.
Okay.
So, that helmet, you can't send a message with it, can you?
Not yet, right, Avon? I have to do a long rest.
So that is, first you do have to do that, yes. The other thing too with that is you have to cast Detect Thoughts on someone, and then assuming the spell goes through, then you can start casting messages on them.
Okay, so
But-
it has to be
Yes,
sent.
I'll relay that information.
Luckily,
Well,
what's nice about the helm is that you can repeatedly cast Detect Thoughts. So you can keep, if assuming you're just talking to your ally and they allow it, I would be willing to just be like, alright, you keep using it, casting it, and they just, since they're allowing it, it just keeps going back and forth. It's the other spell you can use with the suggestion that's only once per
Yeah.
day. All right.
Okay.
We also have some message users in the party. I mean, I'm not in the conversation.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, but my character doesn't know that.
All right. So, after about a good 30 minutes or so, you see walking out of town, cloaked up, Duvessa, and with her is Albion. And, I'll pull up, let me use this music. Oh, it's, good to see you all. Apologies about the situation we're in right now.
Well,
It's fine. It's
I don't know
not your
about it.
fault.
I don't know that
It'd be like that.
but
Yes,
yeah.
I tried to call out Max Nerith and Shander about this whole situation, but they weren't having it. And of course, and ultimately Southwell decided it was just better to just arrest you should that be the situation, though. Of course, part of me thinks maybe interrogation wouldn't be too bad, but given what your friend here, as she points to Flynn, informed me, I fear if you were taken and interrogated, we may lose you.
Yeah, that's the scary bit.
Albion has been giving me a list of both your friends and your enemies, and we'll keep an eye out for your enemies too outside of the main Zendarium. I don't really know how far they've dug their way in though, but given the things that have happened in East Haven, Goodmead, and now Targos, a bit concerning. In addition, I do have an idea, or at least something I want to look into, but I think you should all know this as well. Your patron, Denver Harpel. If he was taken anywhere in this Icewind Dale, it's not in the 10 towns. The only place I could think of would be Revel's End.
Revel's End?
Yeah, and well, first I think out of the people who would know this, Balthazar, Vars, and Roxy, the three of you can roll history checks on this.
Oh, fuck yeah, I have proficiency in history.
I'm not gonna see shit. Huh.
Well,
Not
13.
not nat 20s.
That's sad.
Balthazar, you don't know what that is. Roxy, you've heard the name before, and you know it doesn't have anything associated good with it. Vars, given your life after a certain, you've gone through a lot in your life, and you've always heard among, the criminal element that, Revel's End is not a good place. It is, in fact, a prison. And you've always heard that's where, the Swords Coast dumps their, when the people in the Swords Coast want to, get rid of or just dump people, but, you can't really go out and just kill them, they dump them in Revel's End.
Ah, fantastic.
So you can relay...
So what you're saying, jailbreak?
Jailbreak.
Yes,
Jailbreak?
She pipes up, yes, Revel's End, if you look on the map, actually, as you pointed out, she shows you. Icewind Dale's maximum security prison. So, that place is, and the warden who leads it, God knows how much corruption goes on there. The 10 Towns doesn't even have full control of it. It's operated by outside forces, but they just built it here anyways to just freeze their prisoners to death. If Denver is not in any of the 10 towns, that's probably where they took him. And also, as she looks to you all, and that's where I fear, if you all were to be arrested, and the Zendarium got their hands on you, that's where they would dump you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like an easy way in.
Albion pipes up. It is, and that's something I've been thinking about, but first, I want to gather those allies, and for now, I think getting to Lonelywood for you all to just kind of stay quiet is for the best.
Because, I don't want to hype myself up here, but, I am kind of a living weapon, so... they,
Yes.
they put me behind bars with someone,
As I'm assuming the non-weapon people, such as Correth and Vars, are kind of gulping a bit. Yeah.
I just laughed to myself a little bit.
Yeah. And Duvessa also actually points out once again Vars and Correth. And speaking of you two, you once again best always make sure someone's watching your back. You two are still pretty popular among certain elements of the 10 towns, not in the good way.
Being popular is what I do best.
I usually have swung.
Second to being drunk, actually, Vars.
I take a sip from my beer.
There you go.
All right.
Where'd you get that?
I've had it for a while.
One of the many flasks that are hidden away.
There's no way it's so carbonated. Oh my god.
Yeah. At this point, Duvessa also looks. By the way, Albion says you guys were actually successful in your mission.
Yes.
Very.
Yeah, we produced the note and the crystal.
Yeah, I give her the crystal.
Yeah. She takes a note. When her and Albion see the crystal, their jaws like drop, and they're like, "Oh my!" And they kind of like.
Oh, is that good?
That's in the good, like. Oh yeah, this is I think this should be enough to get people off our back. When this whole situation's sorted out, we'll give you the final sigil, assuming eventually your names are cleared. But I'll get started on processing this right away. Best of luck. Once we have everybody gathered together, I'll do my best to reach out with you with whatever information I can.
Great.
All right. And at that, she says goodbye. Albion goes to you, Balthazar. Let's give you a hug. Balthazar?
It's been good seeing you, brother. I do want to apologize again for last time.
It is fine, and next time we meet, I'll have a plan to get you out of this.
Alright, thank you. And actually, I want to he's going to carry Denival, right?
Well, he's gonna begin the process. Yeah.
Alright, I want to give him my last hand axe and 10 gold and say there's a child working in the Carrion Denival speaker's palace, whatever, named Alistair. I'd like you to deliver this to him. Say it's from me, and I'm gonna write up a note that I'll send you afterwards.
All right, that sounds good. But Albion does look to you, Balthazar. Do you want me to get the kid involved in this, or should I just hand him this stuff and leave it at that?
Hand it to him and leave it at that. I'll sign my name. He'll know who it's from, but I don't want him to be a witness.
Yeah.
If we can avoid it.
All right. Or more or less a part of the plan to solve all this. All right.
Yes.
Sounds good. So good thing you told me that, because there was a high chance I would have probably brought him into this. All right.
Yes. No, don't make him a combatant.
All right.
And send my love to Father.
I will. He hasn't.
My words to Father, rather.
Yeah. I sent him a letter a while back, but not a while back. I sent him a letter after our last encounter, but I haven't heard back from him yet. But I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted.
All right. I give him a hug again.
All right. And with that, he leaves. As Flynn looks to you all. All right. I hate to be that person now, but I need you all to. Hope you all are getting cozy underneath the caravan over blankets. Once we get past Targos, some of you can get back out. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
All right.
Okay.
We all huddled up under a blanket in the back.
You guys all begin to make your way there. Bit bumpy, all kind of packed together. If anybody has anything you want to say to each other right now, this is your chance.
Out of curiosity, to Roxy, what are we doing with Nyx?
He's been riding behind you guys the whole time. Albion and Duvessa, I guess I keep forgetting about Nyx too. They have offered to say they'll take care of him, put him in a nice pen, unless you want Nyx to stay with you.
Her also, and
her, yeah. Sorry.
Roxy wants Nyx to stay with her.
Okay. Nyx will stay with you. Make a note of that.
This is what Roxy wants.
Alright. So, 5 hours go by. You guys are pretty exhausted. You've been riding for a bit, and now you're riding in like a very uncomfortable position as well too. But as it approaches 7 into the night, or yeah, 6, 7 into the night, you hear the caravan stop as Lynn pipes up. We're here. And here's a map of Lonelywood.
Hey, it's so good to be home.
Now, Roxy. In game, Lynn knows from Ruby where your house is, but since I'll be nice, I'll let you pick which one of these houses do you want to be your mom's.
I can
You
pick
get to
the
pick your
house.
house.
Yeah.
Yay!
See that
You can-
big house at the end of the cul-de-sac?
Yeah, there's-
sitting right there.
Yours.
Oh no, we're
There's
too
a-
poor for that.
Yeah. You.
Ah.
Unfortunately, you cannot pick. These buildings have selected kind of roles essentially, so you can't choose them. But anything else is free game.
This one back here.
All right, you guys live all the way up. That's actually perfect then. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's beautiful. I like
yep.
that.
All right.
Being a little separated.
Mm-hmm.
All
Roxy's
right,
mother is very private.
All right, okay. Just messing you something. All right.
Yeah.
You ride up. Get out underneath, under the covers, helmet, like the cloaks and stuff on. You see this old house. It's not like, it doesn't look like garbage, but like, it's definitely been around for a while. Maybe not the nicest house you've ever seen. It has a little kind of like guest shack area over here. And what do you all do?
I'm a stretch.
Yeah, Lynn, I'm stretching also. Lynn, you're supposed to tell us after we got past Targos. Come on.
I know I should have, but I don't know. I don't know what it was like in Termland. All right, them and Targos are pretty close. Last thing I want to worry about is the Zendarium, spies that are catching wind of you guys. Anyways, Roxy, what do we do with this axe speak?
I mean, it should be fine with me, don't you think?
All right, you know there's a little stable somewhere you can kind of put them up, or put her up.
Should
Sorry.
be fine.
Now, Roxy, one other thing. In terms of how your families assist, your mom helps out around the town, knows how to cook, clean a little bit too. Your brother, who still lives here, is a logger. So, like, he stayed in the whole logging business.
Yeah.
And he helps support, the mom and all that, though.
My mom's also she does, she makes she's a wood carver, so she makes a little bit furniture and stuff.
That's perfect. Right there, yeah. Makes furniture, helps some of it get shipped out too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Real nice furniture, really nice.
Alright, I guess, Roxy, it's up to you. I'm already trying to figure out a way to do a good Mama Helder voice. But, you just go up to knock, or are you just kind of debating?
No, I like Mom. She's good. She's not
Alright.
bad. We can fight a little bit, but she's not a bad person or anything.
Alright.
So I go up.
Yeah, you go up. As Flynn tells you all, she's gonna stay at the sorry, let me spell the thing because I know I have it written down. Flynn's gonna go stay at the tavern and inn this way. And if they need her, just come and find her. Alright. As for you, Roxy, you go knocking on the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh god, I need to be better at voices, that's what I need to do.
Mhm.
The door opens and you guys see a woman who essentially looks like a much older Roxy with longer hair.
Mama.
Let me put on let me put on nice music for this. Oh my, Roxanne, what brings you to Lonelywood?
Oh, a lot. Oh, it's a lot.
Roxanne, she kind of looks, taps in the shoulder. Roxanne, who are your buddies?
Oh,
I wave politely.
These are my friends. We've been doing adventuring and stuff. It's been a wild time.
Now, I know they're just your friends, Roxy, but okay. Well, we'll all introduce ourselves, and you all get inside. You all get inside.
I heard it said.
Yeah.
We all get inside now.
Yeah.
I feel like her accent's like more profound, but like I know it's hard for you.
I know. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. More of like the Southern Belle type than just the Southern side.
Mm-hmm. Roxy's voice is a lot like she doesn't have as pronounced an accent.
Now, what do you all like to drink? I have water, and I have lemonade, and some milk too.
Oh, Mama's lemonade's great.
I would love some lemonade, Miss Elder.
I'll have some lemonade.
I'll have some lemonade.
I will
I've never had friends over. This is exciting.
She looks to you, Nayala. And what about you, Missy? Lemonade, water, or milk? You look, Roxy, your big friend, gray friend over there isn't talking to me.
Oh, she's fine. She'll just give her a minute.
I'll take lemonade. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's right. That's quite all right. And now, Roxy, you staying tonight? Should I call Robbie over? Have a nice warm family reunion.
Oh, it'd be great to see Robbie. He should know what's going on too.
All right. Let me get things set up. So you guys all are given a glass of lemonade. She puts out some snack.
Did Robbie get his own house here?
Yeah, he did. He moved out a while back, and I mean, of course, I hear he's I don't know what girl he's seeing now, but most likely he's probably gonna put up some roots here, which is gonna be really nice.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
And funny enough, I got a letter from Rupee recently too.
Yeah, you heard what happened.
Yeah, poor thing. She's been through a lot, but seems like she pulled through.
Yeah, I think she'll be alright. It's just, it's always tough, especially in the beginning.
All right. Now then, so you guys are given lemonade, and she puts out some crackers for you all too. Now, you all must be exhausted. While I know we have the living room and Roxy's room, we also have Rupee and Robbie's old room, so some of you could stay in there if you're gonna spend the night. The rest of you are gonna probably have to either bunk with Roxy or sleep in the living room.
Oh, it's been a while since I've been in my room. Oh. It's exciting. Nostalgia, baby.
Is it the same as it used to be, or is it like an office now?
Yeah, she interestingly enough, Roxy, she has kept all three of your guys' rooms exactly the same.
Yeah, it's good. This brings back memories. I gotta tell y'all. I have a fireplace in my room also.
All right. So, oh yeah, it's
I begged Mama to let me have that in my room for actual years.
yeah, I was against it at first. My first thought was, oh, Roxy's gonna build that fireplace and she's never gonna use it, or when she does use it, she's gonna burn the house down. But eventually, I had to give in. It's just what you gotta do. Now,
I appreciate it, Mama.
Now, let me take a good look at all of you. As she kind of goes down the list. Oh, you're a colorful one, aren't you? As she looks at you, Correth.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, as you take down the hood, though, and she gets like a good look at you, she kind of like, she pats you on the shoulder, but then that's kind of about it. And then, you're a big one, aren't you? Not as big as the other one, but she looks to you. Oh, what's your name?
That was really funny timing.
Yeah.
Good
All
time.
those darn neighborhood kids. What was your name, Mr.
I'm Balthazar. Hey, nice to meet you. I'd shake your hand.
Oh, nice to meet you
Enthusiastic.
too. And a gentleman as well. And then, what about you, Mr. Dwarf? As she goes to you, Vars.
As she does that, I'm in the middle of spiking the lemonade with some ale.
All right.
The name's Vars. Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Vars. And
Boys,
then,
I gotta say, that does not seem like it'd be a good combination of flavors.
It's actually great. You should try it.
and then she goes to you, and then it's nice to see a nice, big, strong lady out there in this world. As she kind of pats you on the back, Nayala. What's your name?
Nayala.
Pleasure to meet you, Nayala. Then she goes to you, Sorrin. And
Yep.
nice to meet you too. As she kind of pats your shoulder a bit, and then kind of moves on.
Yeah, I'll bow. Nice to meet you.
All right. Roll me an insight check, Sorrin.
Okay.
She does not return your bow at all, though.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it around here.
Mm-hmm.
Insight check.
17. A bit odd how, asking a lot from, Balthazar, Vars, Nayala, doesn't really seem to care much for you or Correth, though.
Do I still have my helmet and my hood up? I'm pretty sure I do.
You do, yeah.
Okay.
It's not been the full time yet, though. You do know that.
Yeah.
Also, this is Roxy's mother.
No, I wasn't going for the detect thoughts thing. I was just thinking. All right.
Oh, you're gonna message something to Correth. All right. Okay. All right. Let me get your rooms all set up. I'll get word to Robbie too. He'll come by in the morning. You can talk to him then. Roxy. But yeah, I hope you all make yourselves at home.
But do we get her name or how to refer to her? Just Miss Helder, or?
I mean, she prefers to be called Miss Helder.
All right, for sure.
As always, Viv here has final discretion on what her mom's actual name is.
I want to keep it secret.
All right, yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
All right, I'll just call her Miss Helder.
So, you guys rest. You're all pretty tired, so getting to bed's not too bad.
I splay out in the bed because we've been curled up in the caravan for 8 hours.
Yeah.
Mama makes love the beds. Let me tell you.
Roxy gets her own room. Balthazar, you get Robbie's old room. She lets Nayala. Yeah, she lets Nayala take Rupee's old room, and for Vars, Sorrin, and Correth, she goes up to. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Vars. We only really have the living room left. But
That's perfectly.
yeah, I can give you this.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Elvish, I'll say something to Correth along the lines of, we can find somewhere else to stay.
I'll say in Elvish back. We could go to the inn, maybe.
Yeah, and then I'll look to Miss Helder, and I'll say, thank you for offering your home, but I'll look to Correth. It seems I don't feel the same type of welcoming presence.
You say that in Elvish?
I say that in common.
Oh, okay. All right. So as she hands Vars the pillow and blanket, she says to you two in Elvish, "Well, I guess that's quite all right. Have a good time at the Lucky Liar Inn. No. You two be on your way. Maybe I'll see you later." As she kind of shakes both your hands and kind of heads out.
I'll raise an eyebrow, and then I'll just walk out the door.
Having heard her just speak Elvish, I'm gonna just look confused at them and settle in for bed.
Yeah, I lock eyes with Vars as I just have this astonished look on my face, and I'm just like,
Yeah. You pull.
saying, coming. Have a nice night, Vars.
You guys too. Be safe.
Alright, yeah, so then
Yeah.
I guess we'll head out.
Yeah, it's
That's where Lynn said she was gonna stay, right?
yeah, Lucky Liar Inn, which is pretty close by. It's like a 10-20 minute walk.
Okay, cool. As we're walking, I'll make sure Correth is hood up, incognito mode.
Yeah. You guys get in. Not too many people around. You see, like, two guys are drinking at one end of the corner. A woman by herself, kind of drinking. You go up to the innkeep. Hi. How can I help you?
What's the strongest brew you got?
Oh, I can mix up some. On these part, I guess it's pretty strong whiskey. Or I did get this new thing called vodka. If you want to try that.
Yes.
All right. Will you be staying the night?
Yeah.
All right. So a room generally costs. If you guys have like 5 copper each, you can get your own room.
Copper, huh? I only carry gold.
If you give them 1 gold piece, you'll cover everything for the whole night.
Yeah, I look at Sorrin and I like I just give him this look of I don't have any money.
Alright, yeah, so I'll pull out 1 gold piece and I'll slide it along the bar.
All right. He very much happily takes it.
And then
Yeah.
I'll slide out another gold piece and say, you never saw us.
Roll me a persuasion check.
That's pretty sick. I like that.
Roll an advantage too.
Cool. I'm gonna need it. Hey!
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I guess, I swear, those rats have been like, I swear, those rats are getting to my drinks now too, like, I feel like I'm losing more of it every day as he pours out the 2 cups, fills it with the vodka.
Cool.
And then, of course, there's that whole issue too of, I just gotta, keep the, like, some rats have got into 2, well, as he kind of, like, as he gestures to you, like, those rats get into 1 room or 2 rooms?
1 room, 2 beds.
Oh, they got into one of my bigger rooms too as he finished pouring in, like, hands you guys the key to it. Alright,
Sounds like you got a real bad rat problem.
I do. Alright. So, you guys can sit there, take your drinks, you call for Flynn at all during the night?
No, I think it's best to probably keep a low profile, like just us 2.
Alright.
And then, however, I will,
Mhm.
once we retreat into the room, I will, say to Correth, so what do you think the deal is with Roxy's mom?
Hold on, before you retreat to your room, as you head up, both of you making perception checks as you head up.
Uh-oh.
Alright. Correth, as you guys are beginning to head up, you notice that the one woman who's just chilling here, though, it looks like she's like taking a look at the 2 of you as you're getting up and heading up.
I like pull my hood further onto myself as I just try to like cover myself from her.
Alright.
As we go upstairs.
Okay. Alright, now continue on, Sorrin.
Yeah, so, like I said, what do you think the deal is with Roxy's mom?
Well, the fact that she was a little, like, weird to us, as well as she can speak Elvish, she's probably had run-ins with our kind before, and she seems to not have had a good experience.
Right.
But we are also 2 very distinct people of our
Right.
race, so that
Yeah.
could also be a thing of it.
Well, oh, call me paranoid, but I think there's something bigger going on there than just, 2 elves,
I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, she's
Because you were feeling that cold shoulder like vibe too, right? Like very clearly, like she did not want us sleeping there.
I mean, a little bit, because like at the end of the day, we could have doubled up on our rooms like we usually do, but
Yeah, but it wasn't
the
even
fact that she like had it out so
Yeah.
that people were sleeping one each, and then Vars had the living room to himself. It was a little. I
Yeah.
don't know, but at the end of the
Yeah.
day, I don't think any harm's gonna come from it. So, other than to your pockets, but
Right. Well, yeah.
by the way, as we were heading up, the lady that was sitting out there gave me a little bit of a look up and down. Give me a little weird feeling, but I don't. It's probably just looking at these two strangers in a inn.
Right. I imagine it's like when someone shows up, it's kind of like a big deal. But I mean, if she's still there, like say we leave in the morning, might be worth confronting.
Especially if she had some like goons.
Well, yeah. All right.
All right.
Trance time.
You guys do take your trance. And Sorrin.
Yep.
As you meditate and, kind of feel yourself go away here and there, like something weird kind of happens. You open your eyes when you feel like your trance is done, like ready to just be back in the inn. But you're actually out, like you find yourself outside and like right by the entrance of the forest. As you see kind of like up ahead, by the faintest glimmer, you see something shiny, like almost as bright and shiny as platinum. Like it seems to be moving further into the forest.
I will immediately begin to follow.
You begin to run into the woods. He tries to catch up to the figure, but no matter how hard you run or how fast you try to get, it just gets farther and farther away. You just can't seem to catch up to it though. Until eventually you find yourself, deep in the woods. You blink for one moment and the figure is gone. Do you head back or do you continue to search for it?
I'll keep going the way, like the general direction the figure was walking.
Yeah. Big forest, dark and eerie. Trees going up pretty high up.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, after a good amount of time running, you come across and see an old structure. This dilapidated cabin painted in pure black. And with that, you blink once more, and you find yourself back in the inn.
Alright.
Now, before we continue on with that, we're going to go back to Roxy and the crew. Roxy, you're up first, given that this is your home. Nice and all that. As you gotta get out and about, Roxy, you notice through the window someone coming by. It's your older brother, Robbie. Viv, are you here? You're currently muted.
Ah, Robbie!
Oh, he comes
I'm
up
gonna
and
check
he's...
out the window.
Oh, okay. My oh my sis is still being the same as she always is. How are you, Rox?
I thought it'd scare you.
Gonna take more than that to scare me. My mom told me, I was out this morning, yeah. Okay, she punches you back in the arm back. Yeah, when I was out, getting my morning fish, Mom told me you were in town.
Yeah.
Might I ask what's the occasion?
Not good. I'll tell you that.
Really? Let's head inside. Mom will probably be back any minute. Fill me in on the details a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bad things have happened, I'll tell you what. Bad things.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
But you're staying safe out there, right?
Oh, well, yeah, of course. I mean, look at me. I'm fabulous. She, like, kind of flexes.
Yeah. As he walks in, he sees Vars sitting in the living room. He's like, fabulous, huh? Those seem like the same dork I remember growing up.
Shut up. I'm gonna push him harder this time so it hurts.
Alright. Well, you've certainly gotten stronger. You gotten that from
I would
fighting?
like to snort extra loudly.
What?
I'd like to snort extra loudly as I faintly hear their conversation in my sleep.
Yeah, you're... That you do. So, what's going on, Rox?
So, it's a long story, right? I got in some trouble with a bunch of different people, unfortunately. And might have something to do with Pa.
With Dad?
Yeah.
I'm surprised you actually know something about him. I barely remembered him.
Me
Like
too.
when we were growing up.
Ah,
Well, actually, Roxy, you know, growing up, like, you never even, like, met your dad. Don't have no memories of him or anything. Robbie, being the oldest, like, kind of remembers him, because he's actually met him, but that's about it.
mhm.
It's about Dad, then, huh? Well... you think this is serious enough to finally get Mom to crack open about it?
Maybe. She's, you know us. We're stubborn. I mean, she's always been stubborn. We're all stubborn.
That's true. Alright. At this point, your mom does come in, carrying a bag of groceries. She puts it on the table. Oh, good to see you, Robbie. Now, Roxy, I was thinking for your friends tonight, I cooked up a nice casserole. How does that sound to you?
That sounds great.
Yeah. Robbie kind of looks to you and is just kind of like, he's kind of elbowing you, kind of wondering if, like, now's the time.
Yeah, probably.
Alright.
So-
Yeah, go ahead.
So,
Yes, Roxy.
I got
Roxanne, sorry, she doesn't call you Roxy, Roxanne.
I've got some issues going on, and I have to. We need to know more about Dad.
He responds, so Roxanne, do you think your friends would like a veggie casserole or a meat casserole? I can get the meat, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult.
Mom, this is serious.
It's a good point, Roxanne. You should probably ask him first. Mr. Vars, you have anything to add? Mr. Vars, what kind of casserole would you be into?
I snore very loudly and go back to bed.
Alright. Oh,
You've always been like this. Listen. I am being accused for murder. And we need to know what happened. Because it's something to do with the Zenthari.
roll me a persuasion check with advantage, as Robbie is helping Yesing. Mom, maybe it is time to maybe let us know a little bit more about what happened.
But also, use this one.
Alright, persuasion with advantage.
And then the thing.
Yep. And I gotta wait for the rolls.
Fuck. Damn it.
Alright, so you're very lucky in that you have your commanding presence, because otherwise you would have failed, but... And she just kind of stops, and she's kind
This
of
is
like...
why I have it.
She puts down her wrist like... Murder? Roxanne?
Yes.
Zendaria? Roxanne?
Listen, I know. Listen.
Oh,
I
this
know.
is...
Okay.
This is what you get. No, I guess. I don't know what you've been doing since you left home, but...
I've been doing
course.
good. I have been. I promise, Mama.
But
But
you come
things-
back...
There's always bad when there's good. You see?
First time I see you in years, and you come home with bad news and elves, too. I mean, Roxanne.
They're nice folks. What do you have against them?
Well, you wanted the truth about your father, then maybe I can tell you why certain elves shouldn't be trusted.
Ma, that's racist.
No, shoot. Changing music for a bit. It was years ago, Roxanne. When I met him, he had just showed up in town one day, and he was the most handsome fellow in town. Your father, Adrian Camor, he was one of those what they called high elves. I know I never knew if that meant he just liked relaxing and smoking a little bit more, if he was actually some sort of fancy nobleman, but he certainly set me off my feet, though. Yeah, he just came into town one day, he always took up a variety of odd jobs, too. But one day, you just wouldn't know how I felt when he asked me to marry him. Of course I said yes. You only get a man like that once in a lifetime. So, we got together. I had built this lovely home for the two of us and for all our little kids. First came Robbie, and then came Rupee, and then came you, Roxanne. But about 5 years into our marriage, he just left one day.
He left.
Yeah, and I think I don't know why he left, but part of me has to think it has something to do with that elf blood in him, though, or whatever. Those elves live for so long that they can just think they could just go around, marry whatever beautiful city girl they can find, and then just leave when they get bored with it. As for any Zentarium, Roxanne, I don't know. Your dad, I never really cared to ask your dad too much about what he did before he came to town. He never talked about it. He just liked going around taking up new jobs. He could cook, he could clean, he can cut trees, he can build, he could destroy. He knew how to do just about anything. But of course, one day he just got bored, like all other elves do, and just left. And of course, I knew then, Roxanne, that's why you gotta be careful of elves. Because they hurt you. They hurt you real bad. As she begins to kind of cry a bit.
Ma,
I'll change the music a bit.
step back a bit. Wait. So you're saying he was an elf?
Yes.
Why didn't you say anything?
Because I was hurt, Roxanne. He didn't even say goodbye. He just left.
I mean, Bennett, I want to give the benefit of the doubt, right? Are you sure it was entirely his fault that he left?
Well,
I mean, people just don't leave like that, typically.
but
I mean, like, most
Rox-
people, they'd give, like, a note or something.
Roxanne, he was an elf. They live for... Sorry, she's more interested. They live for thousands of years. He just got bored and left.
That's not how it works.
I mean, he could... Roxanne, he's gonna look that way the rest of his life. A beautiful, handsome man. Meanwhile, I gotta dye my hair and get my nails... Not a minute, that's actually every... But I gotta dye my hair and get rid of these crow's feet, once a week. Just...
Nah, you're beautiful.
Huh.
Absolutely.
I wish I could help you out more, Roxy, but that's about it. Your dad just he came in one day, he didn't tell anybody where he came from, but he just stuck around, handsome, knew how to do a bunch of things, and then just left. After giving me 3 kids and, not saying goodbye. That's why I knew then, Roxy, that maybe all elves aren't should be trusted. And for someone like you, as she begins rubbing your ears, Roxy, a bit, it might be better to not highlight that sort of elfin heritage within you.
Mama, you should have told me sooner.
Yeah. You think back, Roxy, of like when you were growing up as a kid, your ears were always like very red and like they always kind of hurt a bit. You got over it over time, but you know. Yeah. And she's like, "Oh, what can I say? There's your dad he was an elf who got bored and just left one day."
It's not. I honestly doubt that's what happened.
Okay, well, I wish I could help you more in the...
Do you think I could see some of because did he leave some stuff?
He never had stuff, he had clothes, and that was about it, so I just gave them away. Roxanne, let me tell you, your dad, Adrian, he could do just about anything. Like, he didn't need to, like, if he left with just, like, the clothes on his back, he'd be fine.
I doubt he just left.
Now, Vivian, the actual person.
Hi.
Do you remember something specific, though, about when she mentions his name?
Yes.
Good.
I do know that's what Caltro said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, as she's
I mean,
kind of finished...
How
yeah.
long were y'all together for? Would I ask that?
We were married for 5 years, and we knew each other for 2 years before that, before he married me. So 7 years total, Roxanne.
I don't think he'd just leave.
Hmm.
I don't think he'd just leave. I think he likes spending time with you. I mean, he obviously had children with you, so at least some point he liked spending time with you. But he doesn't just. People just don't leave out of nowhere. I'll tell you that. Like, what was the last thing you remember saying to him?
It was, oh, it's been so long.
You remember. I'm sure you did.
It was, sweetie, do you want knucklehead trout or bass for dinner tomorrow? And he said bass. That was about it.
Do you think he'd leave just like that? When he obviously wanted to have some nice fish tomorrow? Like, y'all weren't fighting. Y'all weren't... He liked you. Something must be... I mean, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this.
Okay. Alright, I better... She needs to kind of compose herself a bit.
It's alright.
I gotta prepare...
Soon.
Gotta prepare dinner anyway. I probably should have. I probably should have. You're right, Roxanne. But I just felt the truth would hurt you. You know, your dad getting bored and left, and it shows he just didn't care about us.
No, that's not it. That's not how it works.
All right then. I guess I gotta figure out dinner. She once again goes up to you, Vars. Mr. Vars, you've been awake, like, as much as you've been trying to pretend to sleep, you've been awake for all of this.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Mr. Vars, veggie or meat casserole?
Veggie's fine.
Sounds good. Alright. So, at this point, you all get up, you know, go out and about. Sorrin, Correth, you guys are back at the inn, of course. If you want to do your own thing before you all group up.
Uh,
Do you think we should just head back?
I mean, I don't know what else we would do.
Yeah.
Thorin, you know in the back of your head of what you want to do.
Well, yeah. I know what I want to do. I would,
Yeah, we could head
I would
there.
step out of the room. I want to look to see. I want to look for whatever this person is like that Correth described last night. When
Yeah,
we
sure.
get down to the main lobby, I guess.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
21. All right. Gonna roll something. All right. Yeah. So, funny enough, as people are kind of coming into the inn just to grab breakfast or food, you do spot her. Oh, it's human woman. So more on the youngish side, around the 20s. Long black hair. She's talking to the innkeep as he's giving her like a box of supplies and all that.
Can you hear what they're saying?
Yeah, he's just like, have a good day, Zotel. Are you stopping by Harrowell's store? She's like, yeah, I am. I need to talk to her about something.
I'll look to Correth and Elvish, and in Elvish I will say, well, there's two things I'm gonna do. One, maybe trail this person around. Two, handle some business. Was Correth there when I talked to Nabberknocker? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Handle some of that business about the black cabin in the Lonely Wood. But I would rather have more people.
Everybody, yeah.
Because that's like directly involved with the rhyme, I feel like, so.
Yeah, we can tell this person, just make sure, in Elvish, tell this person just make sure they aren't sketchy.
Okay, cool. So then I'll go like, kind of like, if you ever play like an Assassin's Creed game where they try to like blend in. So like, Sorrin is trying just to like make it look like he's gonna sit down at a table, but in reality he's just kind of waiting for this person to leave.
Alright, she does eventually head out, like pretty quickly after all that. But if you're gonna tail her, I need you to both make me stealth checks. Okay, as you walk down, she's sorry, let me just, I wanna make sure I'm getting the name of the place right. She's
So much for
going
keeping
to-
it in my profile.
Yeah. She walks like short distance to this store over here, has a name the Happy Scrimshander on it. As she comes in with the supplies, turns around and like those, like you're essentially like, you guys look, you're basically the two of you are staring at a corner, like it's very obvious you're looking, and then like the moment she slicks and turns and sees you, the two of you both hide behind like a building.
Yeah, we're trying to play it cool. Like, oh. I'm just like, do you think she saw us?
I think I did see you as she just walks right up to you, the two of you.
Fucking got him.
I pull my hood down a little bit, trying to cover my face as much as I can.
Say,
Can I help you?
can I help you?
No, you can't. At that
What's your
point,
name?
Alright then.
did you ask her name?
Yeah.
The name is Danae Zotal.
Why were you, eyeing up my friend here?
I've never seen someone like him before.
That's
Huh.
fair.
Yeah, that is fair.
And
Yeah.
are you
Sorry
two
to
have?
bother you.
And she just walks back to her. Walks back into the general store with the box she was carrying.
Yeah,
Well-
let's go.
Well, yeah, we should probably just leave.
Before we draw more attention to ourselves.
But still, though. Keep your eyes peeled on that one.
Sure.
You know what? Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on. You guys all make it back to the elder home. Balthazar, Nayala, you guys have had a nice sleep. Vorryn and Correth come in. You see Robbie, Roxy's brother too.
A nod.
Yeah. She's like, Oh, it's you. Her mom is like, oh, it's you two. Just let you know, we're having veggie casserole tonight.
Sounds delicious.
And there's
Sorrin doesn't say anything.
all right.
Oh yeah, when I see the command, I'm gonna be like, Mom, were you rude to them?
Why heavens no.
Mom, I'm gonna stare at her very angrily.
What?
Was
I try to
rude?
wave Roxy off.
Mm-hmm. Sweetie, if you remember the conversation we literally just had, I think you could understand why I'm a little bit hesitant to talk to them.
I don't. They're just people.
And she kind of just mutters to herself,
Apologize.
she's like, we'll get bored and leave you one day. And she just goes back to getting things ready for lunch.
Mom, apologize.
Alright, you're gonna have to roll a persuasion check, my friend, because she doesn't want to apologize to them.
I know. Persuasion, and also this.
Well, you gotta roll me the persuasion.
Yeah. I'm not good at rolls.
Unfortunately for you, your mom beats you. She's just kind of like she just starts humming to herself, like diddly hum, you know, like singing to herself.
She'll come around.
So, what is it we should do today, everyone? Any plans?
I like a sword.
And and Vars was there too, right, during that conversation?
Yes, it was you, Correth, and Vars who were there.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, so I'll just kind of relay. I'll just be like, so last night during meditation, a vision came to me of the painted black cabin
Oh.
that Knobberknocker mentioned.
Was there
Yes.
anything good in that dream, or?
The person, I believe it, also the person I'm seeking was in this dream as well, and they led me to this cabin in this vision. So if it's alright with everyone, I would like to go there and see if we can't find this cabin ourselves. And I do also believe this is in direct relation, or at least somewhat adjacent to the rhyme. So yeah, that's kind of what's on my agenda for being up here in the Lonely Wood. Yeah.
I'll be going.
We can't lay much lower than going into the woods, I think. And I feel like clearing the rhyme will probably clear our name too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
For sure.
All right.
Mm.
So, y'all begin to make your way out. Roxy, I'm assuming you're gonna tell your mom you guys will be back in the night.
Yeah.
Okay. Robbie, says bye to you. Like, all right, sis. I guess I'll see you later for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. By the way, you've definitely grown up a bit. Being able to pull that information out of mom. Got more of a commanding presence now in some ways.
Roll
Shut
credit.
up, Avon. I hate you.
I know. He's your brother. He's gonna give you shit.
I love you so much.
Yeah. All right. But he heads back to go do his work as you all begin to make your way into the Lonelywood Forest.
Making my way down.
Making my way.
Making our way into a forest.
Roxy, you've messed around in the Lonelywood Woods before, but you've always been told never to really go too deep in unless you get caught in something bad.
Yeah. I mean, there was that one time that was pretty bad.
True. Now, Sorrin, are you leading the way?
Yeah, I was gonna ask if it's something like, was the vision vivid enough for me to have any type of like recollection of the Lonely Wood now that I'm here again?
Roll me a survival check.
Survival. Boop.
12. With a 12, you you're able to put yourself up to the point where in the dream you lost track of the thing that was leading you.
Mhm.
You're in an empty clearing right now, as you're kind of like
Okay.
you don't really know where to go from here.
I'll look to Roxy and be like, you don't happen to know any stories about some cabin out here, do you?
History check. Yep. Nat 20.
Damn.
I had this book.
Oh,
I
you want
actually
me-
had this let me do a little I had this book that I used to read that was pretty discreet. It was a pretty spooky story. Avon, go ahead and tell me what it is.
Alright. So, spooky, you've had like books telling about like, spooky things out in the woods. People in town would write them and like tell them to the kids to like, keep them out or whatnot. There was one of a haunted house built at the edge of the forest overlooking the cliffside. And how kids wouldn't want to go in there because, an evil scientist was like, making things in there. So like that was the whole story, it's like Monster House essentially. But from what Sorrin was describing to you, like an old black cabin, it sounds like the Monster House you've read about before.
Yeah, it's probably that.
And you could piece together that it would probably be at the cliffside then. You'd have to go deeper in, but more northeast.
Yeah, I think I know where it is. I think I can probably find it.
cool.
Roll me, Roxy. Now you roll me a survival check with advantage.
Hell yeah. Bonk. Fuck off.
Ooh.
Do I have a thing? 1 second. Do I have a thing?
Does it work for survival?
No, I don't have a thing for survival.
All right. It's been about 3 hours now since you guys have headed in, and Roxy has gotten you guys a bit lost. Everybody's
Listen,
not.
it's been years since I've been in the woods. Don't judge me.
Hey, I gave you advantage. You can't be mad.
No, I'm
Can-
not mad. I'm just saying to the group. Don't
Yeah.
judge me, okay?
Can
I say under my breath, I'm totally judging her.
all right. And I have Correth, Balthazar, Nayala, and Vars roll me perception checks though, as Roxy and Sorrin are very much just trying to find like,
Right.
this place though. I still need Nayala.
Dead.
All right.
Sorry, I keep unmuting the wrong thing.
Gotcha, it was fine. So, as you guys are trying to figure things out, you, Vars, Correth, and Balthazar, not Nayala, because Nayala just kind of sticking with Sorrin and Roxy. You see some smoke in the distance, like not like a big fire one, more like a contained smoke.
Hey guys! I point out to the smoke. I think we found something.
It said that way.
All right,
Be on guard, though.
yeah. You guys walk for a bit.
Always on guard, guys.
Yeah. For about 15 minutes, and you come up and you see a group of people, nomads in fact. Instead of wearing clothes made of elk skin and having elk elements to it, these people are wearing bear skin and have bear skin to it. There's about 4 by a campfire while some of them are out, as they all kind of look and see you guys startled and back away, and they kind of grab their weapons.
I'll put my hands up.
Yeah, same.
They kind of.
What were the
Whoa.
names of the other nomad folks?
You met people of the tribe of the Elk, and you met Jarun Elkhart was the chief you met.
Did they have a name for their whole people? I can't find my little notebook.
The Raghead Nomads.
Okay, thank you.
We're friends of the,
Of the tribe of the elk.
yeah.
The Elksman, huh? As you see a man coming from behind the tree who was taking a piss. Much older looking like man. Looks pretty buff. Has a nice big red beard. Like, well, the people of the tribe of the Elk are one thing, but we of the tribe of the Bear, we're a bit more cautious when it comes to 10-towners. What are you doing out here?
To be fair, only one of us are from the 10 towns.
Hi.
We're out here looking for a cabin,
Yeah.
trying to stop the rhyme.
A black painted one.
Adventurers.
Yeah.
I think we're pretty chill.
Yeah.
They all kind of, he looks, his people are not really too sure. I think we could help you out, but you wouldn't happen to have any food?
Oh, absolutely. How much food y'all need?
Well, we already have a fair number of people out hunting right now in the woods, but you give us something now, though, that would probably help ease things out.
Yeah, we can spare some food, don't y'all think?
Yeah, we got.
Yeah.
We can get more food.
All right. How much of your rations do you give them?
I have 1 day of rations that I just kind of never used. I'll give them the whole ration, I guess.
Okay. Rest of you?
I have 9.
I'll give 2.
Same.
All right.
I'll give.
Yeah, I'll give 2.
Seven,
Where are you
four,
getting rations? I feel
five.
like I got rations at the beginning, and I
All
never.
right.
had
I'm counting a total of 11 right now. Is that all good? All right. As you give it to them, they all kind of like look about it, and they're like, they weren't expecting that much, but they're very happy to take it. And it's like, well, I guess you're good folk then. I'm Chief Harligason, Gunvald Harligason. I'll spell that for you because that's ridiculously annoying.
You can't even say it.
Yeah. Any one of you can pronounce.
Gunvald. Okay.
Gunvald's an easy name.
Gunvald. Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Ragason?
Alexa.
Yeah.
Clouds.
You can just call me Gunvald, the chief of the tribe of the bear.
Hell yeah.
As for your black,
Green.
yeah. As for your black cabin, we did see it out a bit that way. As he kind of points in the northwest direction. If you keep going straight for a good 30 minutes or so, find it. So I will warn you, when me and my people saw it, we thought it'd be better to just camp outside than camp in a place like that.
But we made the right call.
Guess so. Y'all take care. So long, everybody.
Yep.
These folks begin to start trying to divvy up the rations, and like as they wait for the rest of their tribe to return. Because you guys know which way to go now.
Yep. I'll look to everyone and be like, alright, let's go.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Thank you all so much.
Lead the way.
Yeah, no.
Let's go.
I guess lead the way again.
Alright. You guys begin to make your way northeast. And it was right. After a half hour, you come across an old building. Perched on the edge of a snowy ridge above a gorge is a black lodge on wooden stilts. Whatever path might have led to this ramshackle retreat lies buried under snow. Icy steps climb to a snow-covered walkway that clings to the south side of the structure. The building's slumped posture and sagging snow-covered roof, coupled with broken windows and loose, flapping shutters, suggest utter abandonment. Large snowdrifts huddle around the rotting stilts and engulf a nearby woodshed outhouse. Only the wind visits this sinister place. And as you guys see and approach the black cabin, this is where we're going to end it.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Cut. Make it a little short because I don't want us to keep us here too long, and then plus, if we ran that entire scene, that can go on for a while.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Seems like a main quest area, so.
For sure.
In some ways, yes, but good
Main
job.
quest.
Good job, everybody.
Good show, old boy.
Yeah. Hope you all had fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always.
Bit more of a Roxy heavy episode, but now we finally are able to. I'm finally able to. Yes.
Nah.
I'm finally able to say the truth about Roxy having dark vision.
Yeah, I think I've had this same thing 3 times now of no, Roxy wouldn't have dark vision because she's a human, and I know this. And then every time I was like, no answer.
That was my
I
plan.
forget every time.
Yeah. No, by the way, yeah. So this was always a thing. This wasn't just something we just decided to do one day.
All right. Yeah, because like that's a whole rewriting of stats. That's a thing.
No,
Yeah.
she's had dark vision.
Yeah, and that's why I was mentioning
Cool.
the ear stuff too, because Roxy's half elf ears have been a little bit sanded down when she was younger. That's why she doesn't look
Wow,
like a
that's
half elf.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's kind of rough.
It's pretty
Yeah,
rough.
but her mom was heartbroken. You just
Yeah,
left
I
them.
was immediately sensing the. I was like, yeah, but that was enough. Like,
Yeah.
Oh.
Got bored and left one day.
yeah,
Sure.
I was thinking about dropping my Sorrin's age just casually in conversation, but I was like, no, I'm not trying to flex.
All
If
right.
that would be a.
Mhm.
I want to
Alright.
flex. I'm
Alright.
haters.
Yeah. Anyone else have?
Flexible hater.
Also, props to the people who did the descent. Apologies for you all getting, quote unquote wanted again, but there's reasons for this.
Mhm.
Baby, we're always
like-
wanted. I mean,
Yeah.
listen, wherever you go, you're just always wanted.
Hmm. Yeah.
I'm incredibly wanted.
But trust me, I think these next few sessions will be a lot of fun though, in terms of what I have planned. Alright.
Sad.
If nobody has any other questions, I'm gonna raid Poos on Poos and then head on out.
All right. Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so hop in stream when you're ready.
Do that. Eh. Doing it.
Yeah, we doing it.
I just get stuck in Roxy's voice, and it's hard to come out of that.
Alright, bye stream.
What's
Okay.
your-
Bye,
Yes.
stream.
Mystery.
Love you, stream.
No, you're a version of